Bluetooth mode.
Hi. Hello. We're back. Yes, I've got a lot of time on my hands now, so I can use it. Use it wisely. I hope I'm using it wisely. Yes, you're all welcome back. Quickly, just the conclusion of the investigation that the police were giving us, the feedback of their investigation. So, it was just half one that we got the other time. So, she full one now. The remaining one too cool. And then we got some messages from Osoba, prophetess Osoba, Biti Baba Mohbad Wansi. The woman that took Baba Mohbad to her house in Ikeja, just for people to be able to visit him. So Ejeba mi share program ye can conclude lori or Mohbad. I pray that the justice that we have all been waiting for, we have been able to get it. And I don't want people instigating violence, because I've seen a lot of people writing things out about Naira Marley and Sam Larry, saying, are they saying they are not responsible for his death? We are not the police. We are not the investigators. They know better than us. And they will always look for the primary cause of death before looking for any other thing, So this is bullying has been going on for a very long time, so it's not something that is new, and it's not something that really was the primary cause of the death. So they won't hold on to that bullying alone. There are a lot of things that are involved in this, and for the police to come out and tell us that, look, this is the cause of the deaths of Mohbad, we should all wait and reason with them and let the result of autopsy come out. They will be able to say yes, they've done well or not. But for us to just jump into conclusion and say no, we don't accept all this, I mean, it's like we're doing their job for them. And I can see Auntie Kem, she's been going up and down saying, yeah, I said it. She's a liar. She's just picking up on everything that has been said in that in that broadcast today by the police. So Kemi is now picking up all those things, bits and pieces of it, and she's saying, yes, I did the investigation, I was with the police, and Paroku and Kemi. But yeah, today Auntie Kemi calling me she interviews Kiri that she was part of the investigation and she's so tired and she's this and she's that. So Auntie Kemi, prophetess Osoba, she took in Baba Mohbad. Reason being that wọ́n àwọn èèyàn ò lè lọ máa kí Baba Mohbad níbi tí wọ́n wà. So wọ́n wá sí Yeye Dupsy, did you go to Instagram? If you watch Auntie Kem on Daddy Freeze live, you will laugh like, and even she did her own broadcast and posted it. Who didn't buy you? Kemi didn't buy phone in you. Yeah, sorry. Because she's got medical knowledge. She said she said she's a pharmacist. So she's got medical knowledge. Terminologies. She was just saying, when this, when one phone, in fact, if you go to that freeze, it got to a point that the freeze was asking her, is it not the same broadcast that we watched together? She said, no, because I was part of it. I was actually, we did the investigation together, and came. Of course, she could be right. That the freeze cautioned her on one of those things that she was saying it is drugs. She was being affirmative about the drug use and the drug that was found on Mohbad. She was being affirmative, and that the freeze was like, we didn't hear about drugs there. You understand? Is it not the same thing that we watched? So don't just presume. Do you understand? So, but before then, listen to this. We want to start our children with good education. I've been promoting the school is in Ikorodu, Jinti area. So if you have anybody around that side, Ikorodu, and you want a good school for your child, Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Please call everyone. Let's just, because we are all learning here. Oh, ha. I will share 1,000 naira challenge you like Auntie Kemi. We want to learn. A lot of lessons learned in this. So just listen to this first.
One book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. That is why the only citadel of learning where you can enroll your child or ward so as to secure a better and bright future is Hampton College. Hampton College is a dynamic, progressive institution that provides a broad range of comprehensive and qualitative higher education at affordable cost to all children, irrespective of social class. Hampton College is a government-approved institution located in the serenity of the Woodland Jinty area of Lagos State. We are well known for our quality education through qualified and well-trained teachers. Our top available facilities include good multipurpose hall for seminars, conferences, workshops, standard ICT center, sports complex, playground, good and standard library, school bus services, good and standard laboratories such as biology, chemistry, and physics laboratory. Our top extracurricular activities include inter-house sports, special music class, quiz, debate, spelling bee, dance, excursions, French or foreign language classes. Some of our best club activities include music and drama, arts and crafts, taekwondo, boys mentoring advocacy network, field trip, personal development class, talent discovery and development programs, and lots more. Come and enroll your child or ward at Hampton College today, which is situated at
Hampton College,
Almighty God Event Street, Lagos State, Nigeria.
We enjoy
For more inquiries, please call us on 091-213-34027, or you can visit our Facebook page, which is Hampton College, or you can mail us via our email address, which is hamptoncollege1@gmail.com. Hampton College, nurturing your child or ward in the right direction. Sure.
Yes, if you're in Ikorodu, call them, Hampton College, 09121334027. They've got all that you can offer your child at a very early age. Now, we watched, I don't know if some of you were able to watch the live broadcast by the police, the CP and all his men were there, just to give us an update on Mohbad. Yes, first and foremost, one of Mohbad, the suspects have been identified, which 5 of them talk with suspects. The first one is the nurse that injected him, being negligence on her own side. She was unprofessional. She was a quack, just to nip it, she was not qualified to administer the medication. And then there was a case of medical, medicine contradiction, drugs contradiction. So and all that, and all the combination of what she administered on him as at that time. So on her own, negligence, unqualified person, unhygienic place, inappropriate place to treat the person because he was treated in his house. How did they drug interaction? Yes, there was drug interaction. So it has to do with medicals, and that's why it came anyway. So for that, only negligence on our home parts and the problem. Like I said in the afternoon, most of them normally nurses to mama treat only. Most Nigerians, normally our nurses to man look we. Instead, kon lo hospital, wa kon pe nurse koko wa fún wọn lábẹ́rẹ́ ni. Wọ́n ní ṣe test nǹkan tó ṣe wọ́n gangan. Àìmọye ẹlòmíì wọ́n máa treat ẹ fún typhoid. Wọ́n lè máa treat ẹ fún malaria, ẹni tó ní typhoid wọ́n máa treat ẹ fún malaria. Wọ́n kàn máa kọ abẹ́rẹ́ bò ni. So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nigeria. And then going straight to the thing. So nurse yẹn nǹkan tó fi mú nìyẹn. Ẹni tó lọ pe nurse fún ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn, Mohbad has his own personal nurse to máa wá treat ẹ nílé. But only you see around when they called, because people are saying, why didn't the wife force him to go to the hospital? You don't force any man to go to the hospital. Do you understand? Yeah, I know she went to school. Thank God. We went to school too, but we didn't go and study medicine. So, and pharmacy, So, you're all welcome. So he had a nurse that was always coming home to treat him. But unfortunately, they called the nurse, she was not there. And then the wife was forcing him to go to the hospital after all the thing. But he said, no, you understand. And we know all our men the way they do. Ọkùnrin ò kí ń fẹ́ lọ hospital. Ọkùnrin ò kí ń fẹ́ lọ gbogbo alámọ̀. Wọ́n máa ń ṣorí kunkun. Wọ́n máa ń believe pé Superman làwọn. So anything, I'm fine, I'm not going to the hospital, I'll be fine at home. Very rare. You know, they behave like babies. Sorry to say. So that's why he didn't go to the hospital. I guess the wife must have been telling him, let's go. And according to what we heard, she was trying to force him, but he didn't want to go. So the friend said, oh, okay, since your nurse is not there, you can't force any man to go to the hospital. Very well. So since you are not going, and then they called his own nurse, the nurse was not there for him. So why is the wife not giving evidence and being so calm? Kekebi Babs, she has been giving evidence to the police. She doesn't have to come to the whole world to give us evidence. It is not us that were doing the investigation. It was the police that were doing the investigation. And she was cooperating with the police. If she wasn't, maybe they would have cried out and but police. She has been interrogated on several occasions. She has been answering questions to them. She doesn't have to answer her own question because she knows nothing. You understand? So that's why. Now let's go forward. So Otilo down Amolopa, and she has answered everything they needed to know. And that is why we are where we are today. If not, they won't get to the bottom of the case. Now, his friend, unfortunately, that got the his own nurse, his own personal nurse for Mohbad, got him an auxiliary nurse. Probably the one that was even treating Mohbad, that's his own personal one too, could be, you know, an auxiliary nurse, because most of them in Nigeria, that's what they use. Now, going forward, that one now, that's why is on the nurse, his friend that got the nurse, they are both there as primary suspects. The third person was his best friend, childhood friend that went to the party. We said it this afternoon. He was there too. Unfortunately, he had a row with Mohbad. Only altercation with Mohbad, you know, verbal initially, wanted to read Mohbad was high, you know, and probably his friend too might have been high because the friend said the wife was high. You know what I mean? When they go for shows, how they enjoy themselves. Even we ordinary people, when we go out, we know what we do. So, but on that level, I don't know the high that the friend was talking about. Maybe high on drugs or high on alcohol or anything. So, but it was substance anyway. No matter what it is, it was a substance misuse and it was high. So he had a problem with his friend, and like the friend said, that is where we are confused now, because the friend came out yesterday and was saying it was his wife and himself that were having argument, and he tried to persuade his friend. But today, what the police told us was that no, he had a problem with Mohbad because Mohbad's place, I'll play it, you know, when they finished playing, what he blocked or no, and he couldn't go out, and he got so angry because of his level of thing that he had on him. So he was just easily angered, and he got angry and was trying to go out. His friend was trying to force him to sit down, and then he wanted to give his friend blow, you know, and the blow went straight into the car that he parked, the Prado, on the color, see, windscreen, and it boom. Let's listen. And that was why the friend too was arrested. Don't forget, there are 5 suspects: the friend, nurse, and another friend that invited the nurse. Then Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Those ones, it's as a result of bullying, you know, initial bullying, the videos that had been presented and all that. So we know that those ones. Now let's conclude on the issue of what really happened between himself and Ibrahim. Because
he's a childhood friend of Mohbad. He attended the show at Chronology in Mohbad's company on 10 September 2023. At the end of the show, Mohbad and Ibrahim were engaged in a violent fight, during which Mohbad was injured. The management of the injury subsequently resulted in his death.
Oh, thank you.
So he's being treated
I sell it
as a suspect. Samson Balogun,
I said,
aka Sam Larry, is a suspect who was arrested on allegation of being complicit in death, as well as in relation to the videos that have gone viral about bullying and assault, which in some quarters we believe perhaps had any link with his eventual death. He was arrested, he's still in detention. Abdulaziz Fashola, aka Naramali, was also arrested and is still currently in detention for similar allegations. Other actions that have been undertaken by the Special Investigation Team include exhumation, autopsy, and toxicology tests, which were undertaken on 21st September 2023. The results of the autopsy and the toxicology tests have been awaited. Investigation letters were also dispatched officially to National Drug and Law Enforcement Agency with a view to getting their official representations on the allegations raised in one of the videos by the deceased about his experience when he was arrested. We also forwarded investigation letters to Nigeria Medical Association, the Pharmacists Council, with a view to getting their expert opinion on the conduct and processes of the principal suspect. You're right, Auntie Loga, baby. In attending to Mohbad. Letters were also dispatched to the CMD, Cornerstone Hospital at Ogun State, to clarify the role of the hospital in the training of the principal suspects. And from the inquiries, we discovered that she's not just an auxiliary nurse. Currently, she has no job, so she operates from home. Auxiliary nurse, quack. So she's a quack, by our own definition, who is a freelancer. Letters were also dispatched to Nigeria Immigration Service with a view to confirming the travel history of some of the suspects, particularly Naramadi and Sam Larry. Investigation was extended also to CMD Kuramed Hospital and the CMD Perez Hospital, where he was taken. Was taken to as brought in dead. Statements were recorded from them and their staff. The police did not say that. Detectives have also visited the residence of the deceased at Lekki. The intention was to review the CCTV footage in the house. Unfortunately, the CCTV was out of order. It's not functional even before this incident. However, the visits led to the recovery of remnants of drugs and injections and other test kits administered by the auxiliary nurse, including 1 tetanus toxin injection, 3 used syringes, 2 used syringes filled with suspected medicine content, 1 packet of cetrazone solution, procaine penicillin injection, empty broken pack of diclofenac injection, paracetamol diluted with water, water for injection, 6 hand gloves, 1 bandage, 1 plaster, and 1 iodine solution. Also separately recovered is the mobile phone of the deceased. All have been registered as exhibits.
Draws contradiction.
We also visited the investigation team, also visited Kuramed Hospital, Perez Hospital, Chandelier Night Club via, which represents one of the scenes where the deceased in the viral video was assaulted at the Elegushi Beach.
Assaults by
medical opinion. In addition, as part of investigative efforts that are aimed at obtaining expert opinion in the likely cause of death of Mohbad through a professional review of the actions of auxiliary nurse Kehinde, the principal suspect. On 26 September 2023, a team of medical doctors, pharmacists, and nurses drawn from the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, Nigeria Medical Association, and the Nigeria Police Force Medical Services jointly interviewed the auxiliary nurse. A detailed report, which is being utilized as an expert opinion and critical evidence of high prosecutorial value, has been submitted. It specifically identifies some illegal acts and professional negligence in the manner the drugs were administered on the disease by the principal suspect.
Professional negligence.
The report also confirmed that as an auxiliary nurse, Ms. Feisayo does not have the competence, knowledge, brief, or certification to diagnose, prescribe, or administer drugs and injections on patients, as she was supposed to work under the directives and supervision of a qualified medical doctor or nurse while on duty. The report also strongly protested that there is a link between the medical negligence of auxiliary nurse Kehinde
and the death
of Mohbad. Sequence of events directly accounting for the death of Mohbad. Based on investigation, this represents the sequence of events that eventually culminated in his death. On 10th September 2023,
see, this is where some of our people are now holding police accountable for and questioning the police. They said, you know, that the police stated that the event that led to Mohbad's death, that the police are trying, to cover Naira Marley and Sam Larry, but that is not the case. Remember, Sam Larry and Naira Marley were not in the country. So what happened within the 72 hours that this guy died is what they have worked on, and the people around him, and that is where we are today. Àwọn wo ló wà pẹ̀lú bọ̀bọ́ yìí ní gbogbo period tí kìíní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Kí ló pa Mohbad gangan? Forget about the fact that we have seen where he was being molested by these people, but kí ló pa gangan, immediate cause of his death. So nǹkan táwọn mú dání tí wọ́n ṣe investigation lórí, and this is their outcome.
Attended a musical concert at Chronology Town Hall at about 21:00 hours on the invitation of one Soberekon to promote the General Bitters,
I'll give you the number to
which
call.
is marketing. Mohbad arrived the venue of the event at about 19:00 hours in company of his wife, Mrs. Cynthia Omowumi Adebanjo, and their 5-month-old.
They said his wife, not his girlfriend, his wife, okay?
His childhood friend, Ibrahim Oluwatosin,
the prime
boy, and Mohbad's personal assistant, Adeyemo Oluwatife, alias Darosa, all of whom were in the Prado Jeep, which was hired by Mohbad for the events and driven by Felix Esambo. Others that accompany Mohbad in separate vehicles include Ayoba Mr. Dick Spending, Adura Baby Shedra Kadoba, who is the younger brother of Mohbad, Ajisegiri Sultan Ayobami, Mohbad's DJ, Aderinto Fawaz Ademola Adewes, Mohbad's friend, and Olanruwaji Ingrid Adebrother, alias Oji, his photographer. Other musical acts that performed along with Mohbad at the show included Zlatan, Shiokuti, and DJ Fokati. At the end of this performance at about 23:00 hours, as he made to exit the venue with his entourage, he discovered that his vehicle had been blocked by other vehicles, while some of his fans and area boys also moved in. Mohbad, who from witnesses' evidence was said to be tipsy and hyperactive, became infuriated, and as he attempted to come down to clear the road, Ibrahim, his friend, prevailed on him not to do so for his personal safety.
Did you hear that? So the police said it was really high, and people around there testified to it that, you know, he wanted to come out because they blocked his way and he wanted to engage them, you know, and his friend came out to stop him from it.
This further infuriated Mohbad, and it eventually degenerated into a hot argument between the two of them and physical fights. In the course of an attempt by Mohbad to hit Ibrahim with a blow, Mohbad missed him and smashed his hand against the window of their Prado Jeep, causing him an injury on his forearm. And he bled profusely.
So Mohbad wanted to eat his friend. Ibitinu TB, ofe gba prime near shek, but my boy, if you miss and all that. It's quite different from what Prime told us yesterday anyway. Toshelori interview. But Boya investigation showed that this was what really happened. They said Mohbad was angry, you know, that why would you stop me from doing my thing? You know, unfortunately, the Eshe went straight into the car, the Prado they had, and then because glass ni bam, according to the police, it was high. So think about it high. But unfortunately, he wanted to eat the guy, but me. So from this report now, Prime Boy's story was not right. You're right. He said it yesterday that he was fighting with his wife, but the police said they were arguing together because he wanted to go down.
Eventually, the situation was brought under control, and they all departed for the Lekki residence of Mohbad, excluding Ibrahim. Upon arrival at home at about 0200 hours of 11 September 2023, Mohbad refused to go to the hospital to treat his injury, despite persistent persuasion by his wife, staff.
Did you hear that? Because we are judges. We are moralists on social media. People have said it this afternoon. What was the wife doing? Can't she? Because, of course, a lot of people do have this thing against that woman. I don't know what they have against her. And like I said, until the investigation says she is part of those that are responsible for her husband's death, I will never castigate any woman, because we know the way they take the issue of when a man dies in the family or in the society, how every finger points to the wife. But ìyàwó ni, tọ́kọ bá ti kú ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló pa, bọ́kọ bá ti kú bó bá rẹ ọkọ ìyàwó ni, kò sí nǹkan tó bá ṣe ọkọ ẹ̀ ìyàwó ni, ó dá fún kò dá fún ìyàwó ni. So that's why I always say no. Èmi náà bí mo obìnrin, mo dẹ̀ bí ọkùnrin. Èmi náà obìnrin dẹ̀ ni mí. I know how painful it is to lose a husband. Sure you understand. So èmi ò tí ọkọ mi ò kú o, kò dẹ̀ ní kú lórúkọ Jésù tí tẹ́ don wò mí náà kò ní kú o. But what I'm saying is we have seen it even in African movies, in everything. It's always about wives, and even in reality. Do you understand? In reality, it is all about wives, and I've seen that, you know, everybody is just on that girl, like she has to do DNA. That's why they brought the case of DNA and all the rubbish that they were, you know, clamoring for. But for now, the DNA you people were crying for, is it not because you felt she was part of those that killed him? Investigation is not pointing to me at all. For you DNA criers, for you DNA advocates, where is Wumi's fault in all this? Is she part of the suspects? No. So the police are not stupid. They did their work. So now let's go forward. So you people that you have been saying, why didn't she forced the man to go to the hospital. Like I said earlier on, you heard the police saying it, that they told him to go to the hospital and he refused. Though according to Auntie Kem, she went on live today to say that Mohbad was full of drugs, and that was why he didn't want to go to the hospital. Auntie Kem ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, ẹ lọ gbọ́ lórí kíni Daddy Freeze o, bóyá ó parọ́ o, bó sọ tó torí wọ́n sọ ọlọ́pàá ò sọ pé ó wà on drugs. All the police said was that it was medication interaction àbí kí lẹ ṣe pè lẹ́ẹ̀kan. So mi ò mọ bó ṣe bí Auntie Kemi ṣe get it wọ́n pé he was fully on drugs, and that was why he couldn't go to the hospital. Like I said earlier on, most of us, we do have nurses that comes home to come and take care of us. Do you understand? So mostly most Nigerians, let me say 75% of Nigerians, especially those ones, low-class people. I'm surprised at people like Mohbad. You know, you think they should have personal physicians and all that because they have money. Do you understand? They have money. Why would you invite a nurse to come and treat you at home when you can afford the best hospital around in Lekki there? But according to Auntie Kemi, allegedly, Kem said because he had so much drug on him, so he didn't want it to be detected in the hospital, and that was why he called for a nurse to come home and take care of him. Kemi Olunloyo Kem ló sọ o, ó wà lórí ọ̀dọ̀ Daddy Freeze àti lórí page ẹ̀. Ó ní oh, thank you, Jare Lady White. Ó ní because he had drugs on his body, ó ní ògbógi olóró, ó ti lo egbògi olóró, wípé ìtorí ẹ̀ ni ò ṣe lọ sí hospital kó má bàa ká àwọn egbògi olóró mọ́ ní ara. Kemi ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Daddy Freeze now asked her and said, Auntie Kemi, we didn't hear that on that. She said, yeah, I've been following the investigation. You know, you're right. Until the autopsy and toxicology comes out, we cannot determine if he had anything on his body. Okay, Yaola, I won't help Kemi to project the wrong impression. But what the police told us was that, you know, it was because of the negligence of the nurse, the allergic reaction from the injection she administered to him. Tori injection, she was not qualified to give the injection. She didn't know anything about the injection. So that's that. So for you saying, why didn't the wife tell him to go? You people are still insisting she's part of it. I don't understand. The police have not said she's part of it, and you are still insisting that woman must be part of it because why did you not allow your husband to go to the hospital? I am a woman. I'm married. Men don't go to hospitals. My own son, to jokunrin, àìmọye ìgbà tí ó máa sick tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bá lọ hospital, I know I'm fine. Even the wife will tell me I've told him to go. He said he's not going. Do you understand? So it's not about people anybody. Most men, they prefer to stay at home and take care of themselves. Drug interaction, yes. So they prefer to stay at home and take care of themselves because they are supermen. So
and friends, including the private jeep driver whose vehicle was damaged. Later in the day, the injured hand, which was still bleeding on the second day, started getting swollen, causing Mohbad unbearable pains. Is the injury?
Okay, they showed us the injury. The picture, it was
swollen by the second day.
Second day.
So
it was swollen.
His friend Ayomba needs to dig spending.
Do you know what? The police showed barely just a picture, you know, laminated in a paper, and they showed us. Do you understand? We all saw it, but it wasn't clear. But they said it was swollen by the following day. That's the second day. Tikini shele, shemo, or what in your feet, oti glass, oti fo, oti wonu inu egun, oti wonu vein. So oti lo ni infection through the vein. She understand? So owo yeti wa wu oti she. Police barely just showed us very little about it. You understand? Kemi said it today. We Tebario. Oh my God, it was so big. It was so big. You can't imagine. I was crying. I saw it. Daddy said, which one? The one we saw that we didn't see her. Be what? And she said, it's because you know I was there live. Kemi was not there live. Oh. She was watching just like all of you were watching on TVC. But she gave everyone the impression that she was there live. If you go to all her page this afternoon, because she wanted people to subscribe to her Instagram, she said she was going to cover it live, that she was down, that you stepping down, Abuja airport, Auntie Kemi, Okpa phone, Kem, Okpa yo, only Omuri. That the face couldn't even hide it. It was like, is it not the same one we watched, Auntie Kemi? He said, Kemi, it's the same thing we watched now. Isn't it, Dr. Kemi? Is it not the same thing we watched? And she was like, no, I was there live. You know, even me and my friends, my 2 journalist friends from America. Yeah. I'm not saying, Femi Jibono, Daddy, Shewa, okay, sir. I'm not saying she wasn't right. She was right. The policemen just showed us the picture. It wasn't clear. They were right that, he hit his hand straight into the car thing. You understand? I'm not saying she's not saying the truth. Because they said it there, she amplified it and made it look like she was there. That's my own thing about Auntie Kemi lying. I'm not, because she's into the medical line. She knows a lot about it. So she was just saying, hey, to understand. And Auntie man paro, you all me like Auntie Masopa one day. Emi o simbe and see me paro, me o simbe. Money mo woni, just like everybody. But Auntie me man one be life ni. In fact, she said she was talking to Dr. CPU, they her through. 2 weeks I didn't sleep. We were just, with my friend, American friend, journalist and American.
Who noticed the increasing pains, further insisted that he must go to the hospital for treatment. Mohbad still resisted and opted to call his personal nurse, identified as Nurse Fumi, who unfortunately was not available. At this point, Ayoba Misobi spending offered to call his own nurse to attend to Mohbad. That nurse turned out to be the auxiliary nurse, Ms. Feisayo Ogedenge. A suggestion that Mohbad consented to. When Ms. Feisayo was contacted at about 14:30 hours on Monday, 11 September 2023, she was unavailable but promised to come the following day. Being Tuesday, 12 September 2023. Ahead of her arrival, she requested that a picture of the swollen hand stroke injury area, the videos and snaps, and sent to her for assessment to guide on the medication to come along with. This was eventually done. At about 14:35 hours on 12 September 2023, Ms. Feisayo eventually arrived armed with 1 pack of ceftriaxone injection.
Number 1, he sustained this injury on Saturday or Sunday. He sustained the injury. Is either Saturday or Sunday? If it was on Sunday, let's say it was on Sunday. On Monday, I think it was on Saturday. So he started having pain on Sunday all through. They tried to get the nurse on Monday. They couldn't get the nurse. So they eventually got our own, this other person. So it happened on Sunday. So his aunt got injured on Sunday. So all through Monday, he was in pain. He tried, they forced him to go to the hospital. He said no. So, infection, infected already by Monday. Nurse won't get nurse here. Unfortunate friend there, when I've got a nurse of mine, can I bring my nurse? Which he consented to. Get the clause. Which he consented to. Consent is very, very paramount in anything. Like we do, where I work, once you're over 18 and you consent to anything, that means it's your own decision. Once you have the capacity to make such decision about your health. So, Mohbad was capacitated as at that time. He had capacity to make the decision on his medical thing. Get me right. On that alone, I don't know. I'm not the judge. I am not his lawyers, because they are going to fight it. He consented to that quack nurse. He consented to the auxiliary nurse to come home and take care of him. You might argue that he didn't know that she was an auxiliary nurse. How do we know that the one that had been coming to him isn't an auxiliary nurse? So since Sunday, now by Monday, talk to my nurse, she said, okay, me were available now. That's on Monday. Me were available. Why don't you just snap the thing to me? Let me see if I can access it from here. Which she did right. But just mere picture. Mere picture. Lori tolofira ogun. The poor guy was in pain. I know. So he was so much in pain. But it was only picture. And that's the picture they have showed us now. It was only the picture he saw. And decided that, okay, she saw, sorry, and decided to go and get medication. Which, of course, the first thing that will come to your mind is anti-tetanus injection, pain reliever, and all that. So, which she got, that's the one Auntie Kemi was telling us all the terminologies that I don't know. Maybe your mom, by medicine. So, she got all those things. And she said she couldn't come that day. She came on Tuesday, making the third day that this infection has gone straight into his whole blood. Now, nígbà tó máa fi dé, ó kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dá abẹ́rẹ́ bò, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí set drip, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí ò jẹ́ kó ṣe. Because òun ò mọ the extent of or whatever. Somebody said I should stop projecting anti-chemist thing here. But according to Nkoto Sonipe, because of the fact that Kokonwa Lara Mohbad. Yes, we call it decision capability in healthcare service. Thank you, Yeye Dupsi. We call it mental capacity assessment in my own profession. So in your own profession, she's a nurse. She said we call it decision capability in healthcare services. So he had the capability to make decision about his health. So for us, we say mental capacity assessments. Once somebody can say this is what I want, and he has the capacity to make such decision, we say go ahead. Now, Ezekiel Oluwa Femi Adeniyi, maybe you just came. You said, where is the wife during all this time? It is people like you are just holding on to the wife. Sir, she was there. She was forcing her husband to go to the hospital. The husband refused. You heard they said it. The police even confirmed it. Baba Mohbad even said it the other time, even before this buhaha about DNA test. He knew what killed his son. And that was why he was saying, he even said it, that Naira Kakolokpo mommy. He was saying it. People said he was covering up for Naira Marley because he got some money from them. No, he knew that, they went to a party, he had injection, and it was the injection that he took that got him there. You understand? It's not about wife, Mr. Ezekiel. Everything is not about wife. I'm sure you yourself, you will not listen to your wife so many times. Men are like that. You guys are so strong-headed. You're stubborn, sirs. Hey, King Bogo Siwale, no, ile ya koyin logbo ke ma Bogo Siwale, iya yin la je. Auntie Kemi is a specialist advisor to the governor of Lagos, Nigeria. We are your mothers. We will call you, do this. You will not listen to us. Tiyin le ma fe share all the time. And the yellow man pa most men. Decision making, it's about family. Two of you, you and your wife will sit down and make decisions. But no. Olubi, you said the wife needs to do a DNA period. What is the DNA for? Mojoyin. What is the... I just want to know, please, for people clamoring for this. Now that it's so glaring that the wife has nothing to do with this police investigation. There was no indictment on the wife. So, I want to hear, please, John Tori Olong. Can they say DNA fun? And your calling is our DNA, you, to confirm the paternity of what son? Ìyàwó téèyàn fẹ́ sílé. Mojoyin Olunubi. Ṣé ilẹ̀ dolóyún ni? Àbí wọ́n yín ló dolóyún? Ṣé mo rí ni? Àǹtí Mojoyin. Ah. Nǹkan mi wà lórí DNA yìí o. Ṣé ogún ológun ló dùn ló mú gbogbo yín ni? Ogún yín dẹ̀ tójú bo ogún ológun ogún ọmọ lọ́mọ. Kí ni ti yín? I will be clamoring for DNA today. If the investigation reveals that Wunmi is part of this game. But nothing has, she's been vindicated with all these things we have seen. Olanrewaju, you said because of her behavior. What behavior, ma? Me, I would have been singing another song if Wunmi, one of the things she has been found guilty on this case. The 5 suspects they brought up, where is Wunmi out of them?
Paracetamol injection, tetanus toxoid injection, 1 vial propane penicillin injection, 7 ampoules of IM diclofenac, tincture iodine, several needles and syringes. Ms. Fesayo administered the tetanus toxoid on the arm of Mohbad and gave both the paracetamol and cetrazone injection intravenously. Immediately, the cetrazone injection was administered. Ms. Fesayo confirmed that Mohbad started vomiting, while goose pimples appeared on his face and all over his body. At this point, it dawned on Ms. Fesayo that Mohbad was reacting to the administered medications. She got a call that Mohbad has started convulsing. Eventually, Cynthia Omoduni Adebanjo, Adura Agbeni Sheldrak, Aloba, Olanrewaju Idris, Adedoja, Aide Habib, Ido Daramola, Aderinto Fawaz, and Ms. Fesayo rushed him to the hospital in the vehicle of engineer Chinaka, Jesse, their neighbor. Unfortunately,
so it was the neighbor's car that they used in rushing him to the hospital. Immediately, the nurse confirmed to them that he was reacting to the injections. She knowing fully well that Oti Yiwo. So immediately, she alerted all of them and they rushed him to the hospital with the neighbor's car.
he was pronounced dead on arrival at Kurabed Hospital, Lekki. Not convinced, the team moved his body to Perez Hospital, Lekki, where his death was recertified. A death certificate.
Okay, now we are getting there. So they took him to 2 different hospitals, where the first one they confirmed that he was dead. We pay they thought no, it couldn't be. Want to go see another hospital. For us online judges, that we were saying, we were saying, no, Bella's hospital. Of course, people like me too was like, what happened? Why didn't they take him to the hospital? Kilo de talk Bella's hospital. Nibo not Bella, kiniko. So this is what they said now.
You had an accident
that
in
they
the last
actually
2 years and haven't filed a compensation
we
claim.
know. They actually took him to 2 different hospitals. So many of us, we just judge by what we see online. And we put sentiments into it. And we allow sentiments to just take over our reasoning. So definitely they went to the hospital. 2 hospitals. Thought that to confirm by Otiku, which we didn't know. So
that the police detailed investigation report is now ready.
Okay, that's
and this media briefing is being.
So Egbon, they said he was confirmed dead by 2 hospitals. He was certified dead by 2 hospitals. So I wonder why they said they couldn't get police reports. That's what is so confusing. Because the father said he didn't want to bury him. It's not that he wanted to bury him that day. But because they couldn't get police reports to put him in the mortuary. Because Ikorodu mortuary rejected him. They didn't want to accept him. They wanted that from me. Okay. Now, lesson learned on this. Like I said this afternoon. Number 1, I pray that the nurse herself gets a good lawyer that will represent her well. What they're going to nab her on is the fact that she wasn't qualified to give those medication, to prescribe or to administer, which she did. You can call in the number to call it. And for you that you're asking for the wig, yes, for the wigs and all that, let me give you our number. Sorry. Emma Binu Jare, let me give you our number for the wigs and call in if you want to call in and give us your opinion on this. The number to call is +44 74 66 25 7385 +44 74 66 25 7385. For all your wigs, the ones I've shown, I don't have the black of this again. So if you want those colors, because I'm not getting them again at that price. So the price we're selling, if I'm going to buy more, it's going to cost us more. So I'm not, unless you want to pay higher and I'll get you black. But for these ones I have left, they are all 50 pounds. So if you want them, that's for the box braids. So you call me on +44 74 66 25 7385. Hello, caller.
Hello, Uncle.
Yes, ma.
In fact, you explain it to her for us that we can understand.
Thank you.
It's just a pity that Mohbad, no jawara ni. Me no jawara pe ente pe only got to pass and it will go. O maloni time to buy a colo because in koto shele yen say pe because Tatano still wound. Let me just put it that way. That because the drug toti one in noire dear o jekikini egba udiare all of my to watch sababi buruku. So then like me, I don't have I cherish my body because I've experienced me hospital in Nigeria. In Nigeria, what if you experiment me? Allah of me ni baloni 20 I can never forget that day. Because the travelers London by. What me is me imagine that hospital mosquito is a big hospital. Not me perform experiment. And secondly, another one government hospital for general hospital when I had my baby. You know, for me, doctor offer me the wrong drug. Multi-normal. Must be operation. The last baby I had is operation. So, multi-dilate Dori A. When I say between what for me, Timothy operation, oh my, what aunt, the bed. Kakato, you keep doctor, or for me, for me, wrong, Gabere. That day, I passed out, but what are they do me? What do me? They be at the end of the day, one money faster distress. One shall do me, one shall operation for me. So the computer, I saw quickly for faster distress to the dilate Dori A. How come? Story anything on you, Ọlọ́run ti sọ wípé ibi tí mo bá máa bá lọ because sábàbí in Muslim way sábàbí ní ikú so Ọlọ́run máa fi wá ṣe sábàbí burúkú ni so Malisa tó wà ní US tó wà ní already you are dilated to 8 how come tí o máa you are pass out ó ní kan America nìkan yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní in fact mo ti dolówó so there is a even the convalescent hospital náà Possibility to buy for Makuno or Maku, but just the pity, it was, in fact, it was a pity. Let me put it in that way. So I'm telling my experience 2010 and 2012 that was giving wrong job, but what do no long so it in Babylon. So Mohbad. So that's all I can say. Oh, not Jawarawani. Allah ko ṣàforíjì fún. Ó káyé pé burúkú kúrò lórí ẹ̀. Ọmọ tó filẹ̀ kọ́lọ̀ kó bá wò. So as per the DNA, ẹ lọ ṣe DNA test àwọn ọmọ títí inú ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. A sọ pé kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè ṣe, but at the same time, mo rò bí ó test yẹn, ó lè sáré wá sórí because ọmọ yẹn fúnra ẹ̀ gan yẹn ìyàwó ẹ̀wù mi. Over traumatized, over depressed, because it's not easy. It's not easy. So, Joy, I won't be Joy. As a mother, please stop better on that girl. And I love power on Shady Diri. At least we are getting there. Should be explanation anti Ajoke. Today, worry. In fact, I love the way you analyze it this night. And my best to love my wonderful day, ma.
God bless you, sis. So let's go on. For you, look, this is 1 million braids. This one is not just 1 million braids. So this one is all round lace, human hair lace, all round. So you can pack it anyhow. It's just like your hair. Hello, Mommy Wa.
Hello, Auntie Ajoke.
Yes, ma. Ekale, ma.
Ekale. Ekweto.
Yes, ma.
Yes. It's so unfortunate pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ó ṣẹlẹ̀, and just like you said, tí àwọn nǹkan bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀, we should always, try to learn a lesson. Not just kakoma sọ̀rọ̀, kakoma àtòjú wa tó àtòjú wa ò tó. Oníkálukú ti wá di most of àwọn èèyàn ti di nuisance lórí Facebook àti TikTok àti Instagram nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ, and wọn ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ ọ̀la, wọn ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ alẹ́ àti nǹkan tí wọ́n rí àti èyí tí wọ́n ò rí. Tí wọ́n bá gbọ́ ẹyọ kan, wọ́n fi mẹ́wàá kún, especially lórí ọmọbìnrin yẹn. I don't know her. Mi ò mọ Mohbad, mi ò mọ anyone, but I just pity that lady. And one day, recently, what is àṣírí tún ni ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad yẹn ó bá ìyàwó ẹ̀ sùn ni.
Kábíyèsí o.
Ẹjọ́ mi ò sọ pé ìyàwó òkè ń pa ọkọ, but kí ni ó fẹ́ mú ọmọ yẹn pa ọkọ ẹ̀ náà? Ọmọ tó lẹ́sẹ̀ ní ọmọ oṣù mọ́, kí ni reason tó lẹ́sẹ̀ pa ọkọ ẹ̀? Tó bá yẹ pé torí property tó kúkú rà orúkọ ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́fíìsì, property ti wà ní ìdí ẹ̀ already, kí ló wá fẹ́ pa ọkọ ẹ̀ fún? Àwọn èèyàn òde wá rú ọpọlọ wọn kò ti tán lọ́ba tí because they have that opportunity to láti tanná láti bọ́ sẹ́yìn keyboard, they just feel rubbish. And most of àwọn tó ń sọ rubbish yìí wọn sí ní Nàìjíríà o. Ṣẹ́bà lè mọ̀ wípé ìwé òkọ́gbà àgbà òde kan, most of them wọ́n láwọn wà ní abroad tó yẹ kó ju wọ́n ti là. They can't do their findings, they can't pick up the phone. Tí bá fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa yín, màá bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín. Wọ́n ní kò sẹ́ni tó lè mọ̀ ọ́ sọ bí ọlọ́rọ̀. Kò sí tó bá rí, wọ́n ní ìyá Mohbad, ó lọ ṣaṣẹ́wó ni, wọ́n ló ya wèrè ni, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ, from close family, they didn't see it, they didn't hear it. It's wọ́n ní wọ́n pé wọ́n wá fi tí wọ́n kú nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba star, nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ drive traffic sórí kíní wọn. Àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé kíyèsí táwọn òkú bóyá kò rí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀, but Bíbélì ní pé gbogbo àìṣòdodo ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Àtọ̀rọ̀ tó ju wá tó àti tó ju wà tó tí oníkálukú wá sọ, oníkálukú ló máa jíyìn. This girl, wọ́n ní Mariam, àwọn 10 ló bá sùn nílé Mariam. Lóòótọ́ Mohbad ló dì virgin ẹ̀, but nǹkan tí ọ̀rẹ́ ò ṣe láìkẹ́ ni pé àwọn bíi 10 lọ́rẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ tó bá sùn. Ṣé orí àwọn èèyàn? Ṣé I don't get it. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la ti rí tá à ń gbọ́. Níbo ni ìyàwó ẹ̀ wà? Nǹkan tó lè ń ṣàwọn èèyàn ni pé because wọn ò rí ọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ lẹ́nu ọmọbìnrin yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kò bọ́ síta sọ̀rọ̀. Nǹkan tó ń jó wọn lára nìyẹn. Tó bá sọ ẹyọ kan, I really want to bless whoever tó advice ọmọ yẹn tó kó má sọ̀rọ̀. Because nǹkan tó ń jáwọn èèyàn lára jẹ nìyẹn. Kí ló yẹ tí ò bọ́ta? Wọ́n ti sọ fún yín several times. She was one of the people tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá pè tí wọ́n investigate.
Ó sú mi o.
She was one of them. Ọlọ́pàá sórí wọn ò pé ní wọn. Of course, she will be the first person tó máa investigate, tó máa bèrè ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí ọmọbìnrin yìí, ó ń tẹ̀lé ọkọ ẹ̀ jáde ní gbogbo ìgbà. What else do you want her to do? Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ̀kejì ń bẹ̀. I'm still standing on it. I said it the other time. Nígbà tí Mohbad ń sọ tó kọrin, ó ní ọmọ pastor tí ń jẹ banku. He told us, he said it again. So I want to, based on that, I want to believe he was clean. And they didn't say anything about drug one in the system. At all. Number one. Then the idea of drug she fell off hospital. That is a no. It doesn't make sense. Number one. Number two,
yes, ma'am.
See, enemy to buy low paracetamol. To buy allergic reaction to one of the ingredients to office paracetamol. MRO paracetamol.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are drug interaction. That is where our medications should be so are interacted allergic reaction. In ingredients to what you tell me you are allergic. And Nigeria many low allergy tests. So mamo, ordinary piritil. Don't take it if you are allergic to any of the ingredients.
They will even ask you if you're allergic to anything when they're giving you any medication. They will ask you.
Exactly. Exactly. And one of the things, and sometimes before you can, even if you are not in the medical line, you can always Google these things. For any idea. You understand? One of the, serious side effects of tetanus injection is respiratory depression. You understand? So the question of in hospital setting, so back to the mouth to 5-4 GG. What is respiratory depression? It's your body You understand? So a lot of things, one funny, the paracetamol. Those two, I don't think I don't know. Maybe movie combination is Mary, Lara, Elumi, let back who are okay, Lara, Elumi, let back who are okay, Lara. Sunday, not to party, Tuesday, injection. So, someone of them cut a long drug in Sunday, say drug, what you are, Lara.
Last Sunday. God bless you.
Come on, Sherry, Kemi. Kò sóyìnbó tí Kẹ́mi kò sí òtọ́rọ̀ tó lè jáde lẹ́nu Kẹ́mi.
Òyìnbó yìí ni.
Kò sí nǹkan tí Kẹ́mi lè sọ tó lè jẹ́ òtọ́rọ̀. Láti orí DNA tí DNA yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó ń lọ ṣe ní Dubai kò gbé DNA yẹn jáde. Mania mẹ́ta ló bá wù mí sùn.
Márùn-ún ló sọ márùn-ún.
Kẹ́mi yẹn ló wá fẹ́ padà. Kó kú òun kó sọ òyìnbó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. She's always saying, tó bá ti gbé síbẹ̀, tó bá ti ní kẹ́ fóun ní 1K, ẹgbàgbé ẹ̀ ni.
1K challenge, Aunty Kempe.
Ọlọ́run kó má fi wá ṣe sábà bí aburú. Ní ẹbẹ̀, nọ́mbà ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó pe nọ́ọ̀sì. Mi ò rò pé ní yẹn ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa.
Ó kàn pé ní, gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe máa ń pe nọ́ọ̀sì
gẹ́gẹ́ wọn. Kò yẹ Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rá kó bá.
Àmín Jésù.
Mi ò rò pé ní yẹn ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe sọ ń sí pé ọwọ́ yẹn ti tó bá even gan tí ẹ bá fi blade tí blade bá yà yàn lọ́wọ́ after a while ó máa wú ó máa kan yín. Ó ti rí ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ nínú ìrora. Kó tó pe nọ́ọ̀sì fún. Tẹ bá rántí àǹtí Àjọkẹ́ wọ́n ti pariwo pé nọ́ọ̀sì tó gún lábẹ́rẹ́ o
ọ̀rẹ́ wù mí ní o. Can you imagine?
Ọ̀rẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni òun ló gún lábẹ́rẹ́.
Ẹjọ́ má flag. Why are they flagging? Ẹjọ́ mọ́ mi wá. Ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ àwọn ará Facebook prevailing issues with Àjọkẹ́, stop flagging it.
Mo ti rí orúkọ àwọn kan sínú màá dìde ìbọn síta màá ṣẹ́ ìpè abiyamọ fún wọn. Fún nǹkan tí wọ́n fojú ọmọ yẹn rí. Sọ pé wọn ò tiẹ̀ rò pé ọmọ yìí ní bébì lọ́wọ́. Fún nǹkan tí wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ and ta ló fa gbogbo kìíní níjọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ sin Mohbad.
Ìyàwó bàbá ẹ̀ àdà fún yín.
Ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀. Straight away.
Ẹ dẹ̀ ti ta mọ́mọ́ lọ́mọ.
Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ láti ilẹ̀. Ṣé rí Ọlọ́run máa ògo tí Mohbad gbé wá sáyé òun ló fà.
Nítorí
Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ ká yẹ ka ògo wa lọ́fà.
Nítorí
kò yẹ yín ògo yẹn ti pọ̀ jù fún òun nìkan. So òun ló fa gbogbo àwọn tragedy tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ là even gan òun ló fà á tí tí ìyá ẹ̀ àti bàbá ẹ̀ tí wọn ò fi jìjọ wà nítorí tó bá jìjọ wà ni wọ́n á bójútó ọmọ wọn òbóyè ò ní waste báyìí kò yẹ yín nǹkan tó fà á ní èyí tó yẹ kí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n máa fi jókòó kọ́ máa fi kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn ò ní kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni wọ́n pè àti àwọn kan mo ti rí àwọn lára àwọn bóyá wọ́n ṣìnà wá sórí platform nísì tí wọ́n ń béèrè DNA.
Imagine mi ò gbọ́ wẹ́ẹ̀rì bóyá wọ́n rò pé platform àwọn oníranù lọ wà ní.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ ṣe DNA ti yín ẹ lọ ṣe DNA ti yín ẹ lọ bá bàbá yín kó ṣe DNA lọ bá ìyá yín pẹ́ta ni bàbá yín kẹ́ gbé DNA ti yín bọ́ síta. Kí ló dé? À ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé náírà búlì ẹ̀yin gbogbo ìtẹ́ ṣe ju ti náírà lọ. Emotional distress ẹ̀ fún ọmọbìnrin yẹn tó bá bọ́ tó ó ju ti náírà lọ. Ká máa wà kí ẹ̀kọ́ náà kó máa ṣàánú akadẹ̀ máa kún fún àdúrà.
Àmín o.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ẹ ṣé ma, God bless you ma. Nítorí ògo ni o, nítorí ògo gidi ni. Because mi ò rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí prevailing issues with Àjọkẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Naija Star, ẹ má bá mi bẹ̀ wọ́n ní orí Facebook o. They are really flagging prevailing issues with Àjọkẹ́, and I don't know why. People should please now stop flagging my shows. If you just come and put in your off, stop flagging people's shows. I don't know why you're doing that for. I don't know. Is it Aunt Kem that's flagging? Kem, stop flagging my show. If not, I will tell the whole world that you are lying, that you should bring out the DNA results. So let's quickly talk about those people that, you know, that's okay. Although má jẹ́ kí Sherry, what to flag? Ani ò ní lọ sórí program leni. Okay. Pé gbogbo àwọn tí Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rí sábà bí aburú. Nurse, èmi kọ́ ló ti lọ gún èèyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ ńlé tó ti ń perform miracle. Ó ṣe wá jórí Mohbad ló ti wá bọ́ sí. Bọ́lọ̀ ń ṣe pé ìrìn àjò ti nọ́ọ̀sì nìyẹn. Bóun ṣe ìrìn àjò ti ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Then, ọ̀rẹ́ náà, like this my mother said, tó wá, ó ṣàánú ẹ̀, ó pe nurse fún ni, because wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe fúnra wọn nìyẹn. Unfortunately, tẹ́ bá gbọ́ nǹkan tí Prime Boy sọ, he wasn't meant to even see Mohbad on that day at all. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ṣìrìn ni. Mohbad called him, pé mo ní show, ọmọ boy join me. Àìmọye wúwa tó máa pè. I hear a branch lórí party oríṣiríṣi. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ṣìrìn ní sẹ́. Òun ni ti ọ̀rọ̀. I'm telling you, time with person, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n flag ibẹ̀ go. Let me just off it in that place. Wọ́n flag there, buruku ni. Just come to prevailing issues with Àjọkẹ́ on Naija Stars. Come to Naija Stars. Wọ́n bínú gidi ni. So, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá lọ lórí eléyìí. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ṣìrìn ni. Because definitely, gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe àrífẹsẹ̀ sí ni. Irú tí ọ̀rẹ́ yìí, he said he was at home because it was his brother's birthday the following day. So he wasn't meant to see Mohbad on that day at all. But unfortunately for him, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ pé ni, ọmọ boy join me now. And he was happy because big boy ni Mohbad. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó yẹ pé àjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti nothing. And we have been together and he's always calling him. Anytime he has something, he will call his friend. So that one said he was very happy. And quickly, ó sáré lọ bá Mohbad ni, kò tí ẹ̀ wẹ̀yìn wò tó fi débẹ̀. Unfortunately, ọ̀rẹ́ yìí náà was trying to protect him. According to the police, the police yes sọ̀rọ̀ wípé when they wanted to leave with the convoy, àwọn boys area ẹ̀ ni, he grew up in Ikorodu and he was there to perform in Ikorodu that day. So his fans were already there, area boys. We saw when killed Abiola, he was almost lynched. He was almost, you know, over there in Ikorodu. So they were happy that they saw him and they wanted to get anywhere. So they rushed him and his friend said, don't go out. He was trying to protect him, according to the police. He was trying to protect him. So unfortunately, ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn òun wá ní ẹni tí Mohbad bínú tó fún lẹ́ṣẹ̀. Do you understand? Ẹ má gbàgbé, àwọn èèyàn sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn parọ́ lánàá. we don't know what was on his head when he was saying it was. But you know, try that to push us. Only Wunmi. Talomo boya uba want to work against Wunmi yiri. Because he was saying that friend was saying it was Wunmi that he was arguing with. Or could it be that Wunmi was arguing that don't go out? Wale man poju. Majade mo birin. Kodi jala yo wa tokwe. Ko no that's it. It could be. Sure you understand? We're just looking at probabilities. So for that, it could be. Now, Oun try to protect Ore. If you're on Ninja Styles, Iyaola and others, please can you help me comment? Let me know you are still seeing me. No comments, no love, no likeness. Please help me so that I will know. Because on flag I want to flag down lórí prevailing issues okay. Thank you. I can see your love and like, but no comments. So, she understand. Nítorí ògo ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn àgbàlagbà ṣe sọ yìí. Now, fún ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn, òun náà, unfortunately, ibi tí Mohbad ti fẹ́ gba lẹ́sẹ̀, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ bá gíláàsì, ó gé lọ́wọ́, ó di nǹkan tó ní infection. Òun náà ṣe mú as a suspect. Wípé well, tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀jà ni, bóyá wé ò ní ṣe, kò ní ṣe. So tóun náà bá ní good lawyer, òun náà lè jáde ń bẹ̀. For the second friend, tí mo ní lọ pé nurse fún, with the consent of a person with capacity, ló fi gba ni nurse ṣe wá. Òun ló lóun fẹ́ nurse yẹn. So, no story. Let's wait and see what the court says. For Naira Marley and the bully, Sam Larry, because we have seen it, this one is not alleged again. We saw the video, and the police confirmed it, that they saw the videos when Sam Larry was actually harassing and beating him. So, definitely, what they want to establish now is, what was the relationship between the two of them? Why was he harassing him? Then Naira Marley would be in for it. But for now, unless if the police will show any evidence of Naira Marley himself physically attacking Mohbad or whichever way. For all of us clamoring for peace and for justice, I think we are getting somewhere. We are waiting for autopsy results and toxicology just to show us what were those things that were found in his body. But for the suspects now, and we can say now that Wunmi is not part of them, that they have shown to us. And that is why I'm asking for the DNA trials. Why do you still want the DNA? Why you wanted the DNA badly was the fact that you felt Wunmi has a hand in it. You felt, no, she has a hand in it. She must be part of it. So, o gbọ́dọ̀ wá, kati e kọ́kọ́ wò pé bóyá ọmọ àlè gan ló gbé fún ọkọ ẹ̀. Òun ni gbogbo yín ṣe ń clamor for it. Because ẹ suspect ní ẹsẹ̀. Nítorí àwọn tó ti ìyàwó tó wà nílé bàbá ẹ̀ tó ti ṣe ẹnu yánmọyànmọ àti àwọn àǹtí Kẹ́mi nǹkan tó ń rí tó láwọn rí. That was why you people decided to say we want DNA. Now that it's clear now that she isn't part of the whole thing, why do you still clamor for it? That is that now. Now, we bless God that we are getting somewhere. So we wait. Let's now go to the family now. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi call àwọn èèyàn. Ma play nǹkan tí mo rí lẹ́nì lórí TikTok from Mommy wa Osoba. Ẹ rántí pé bàbá Mohbad wọ́n ti lọ gbé wọn kúrò ní Ìkòròdú. Wọ́n ti gbé wọn wá sí Ìkẹjà. He is now in Ìkẹjà, though with a stranger because they didn't know each other before. Baba didn't know Osoba before. I can remember that time when this Osoba, that's the woman, this woman called Osoba. Ewo, eyintemi. God, automatic me be. O ma affect si kini wa mo nbo. Sheri ìyá tó ń pè l'Osoba yìí. Àwọn náà, wọ́n ti ń lálà. Wọ́n lálà. Iyola and others, can you please comment? Let me see your comments. Our pages are just like kilo de kini mo ṣe fún yín. You don't tell anybody. Emma, all right. No comments at all. I can't see any comments. Anyway, let's go ahead. So this woman was one of those that said they saw Mohbad lójú oorun.
Okay, ìmọ́lẹ̀ wá bá mi lójú àlá mọ́júmọ́ lánàá.
Ṣé kí n tó play lé? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ bí woman ṣe jẹ́. Kò yé yín. No. What is saying, Kokosi? Nobody can. I don't think you can comment. I can't even see anybody's comment. Let's just go on. I can't see comments. Now, we are on really flag on attack comments. I can't see anybody's comments. So let me just go ahead. Let me see another phone of ours. Who comments. This woman, yeah, she is a prophetess of God. According to her, anyway. She didn't know Mohbad's dad or Mohbad's family initially. When Mohbad died, she was one of those that came out to say, "Pé àwọn rí Mohbad lójú oorun." To fún àwọn ní specific instructions. Do you understand? Pé àwọn rí Mohbad sọ fún àwọn pé káwọn ṣe báyìí. So, like, I am not a spiritual person, so mi ò mọ̀ bóyá òótọ́ ni àbí irọ́. Ṣé mọ̀ pé dé tóun náà rí Mohbad. Tó ní Mohbad ní káwọn ṣe báyìí. So mi ò ní fault wọn, but àwọn eléyà wà okay. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn, of course, ó ti di àti gbọ́ òótọ́ pé àwọn náà sọ pé àwọn rí Mohbad lójú oorun. Ṣé o pé dé tó òun bá Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀ wọn náà wọn ní tó sọ fún Mohbad kó bá òun gbé bag àbí kó má bá òun gbé bag. But àwọn lálàá rí Mohbad. Like so many people, like I won't fault anybody. Mo ti rí màmá kan tó pè mí pé òótọ́ ni àwọn náà lálàá rí Mohbad. Ṣé mo bóyá bàrà ṣe wà spiritual sí ni. But this woman, wọ́n wá ṣe nǹkan kan of recent yìí. Apart from when she gave her prophecy about what she saw and, you know, her discovery or whatever, ó ṣá relate ẹ̀ fún gbogbo wa. Sorry. Sorry, ẹ má bínú jàre. So, surely now, I'm not being first sorry story Niger style baby. Kill him, I will comment here because I can't see anybody's comment at all. You know. So woman yi say her, you see, I can hear you sis. Shegari. Look at, I'm just reading it here. I can't read anything. So mama can comment in be by. One deal on pages one. So let's go ahead. So this woman saw, a lot of people said they saw him, and this woman said she saw him too. But that's not where I'm going. So since she saw Mohbad, she said she was going to give the messages Mohbad sent her. Now, this same woman, I want to gbé Baba Mohbad kúrò nílé Baba Mohbad ní Ìkòròdú, prophetess ni wọ́n. Prophetess aláṣọ funfun. Bí ake anes ló ń lọ. Dem ko Baba Mohbad gan. Àwọn náà ó dà pé shepherd wòlíì ni wọ́n àbí nǹkankan. Àwọn náà nínú Olúwa wọ́n ríran. Woman yìí ló lọ gbé bàbá yẹn kúrò. Tí ẹ rí tán gẹrun fún bàbá. Tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lábẹ́ pé àwọn lọ gbé bàbá kúrò because people could not go and visit Baba in Ikorodu because of security reason. We know how volatile that place is. Sometimes the boys there, they don't take it easy with visitors. So, ìtorí àwọn èèyàn gidi ò lè lọ kí àwọn èèyàn ńbẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú pé mo sọ pé àwọn èèyàn gidi. Nǹkan tí mo try láti sọ pé they will attack people just like you know when they see celebrities wọ́n fẹ́ gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ wọn. Bóyá torí làwọn èèyàn ṣe lọ. So àwọn èèyàn ti ń blame àwọn Ìyábọ̀ Òjó and others pé why is it that ìyá yẹn nìkan ni gbogbo nǹkan lọ bá lọ visit Baba. Do you understand? Oh, Yeyedusi said the same person that was selling COVID oil during COVID-18. Dàpá wọn ni torí wọn mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan sọ pé ó scam àwọn èèyàn but mi ò mọ̀. Anyway, that is not saying. Wọ́n ní woman yẹn ta nǹkan so I don't know her. Mi ò mọ̀ wọ́n rí. But àwọn ọlọ́ṣà lọ gbé bàbá Mohbad nísìn. Wọ́n gbé lọ sí ilé wọn ní Ìkẹjà. Pé kí àwọn èèyàn lè máa wá visit wọn bẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tọ́jú wọn, wọ́n gẹrun fún bàbá. Wọ́n sọ bàbá dé Iron boy daddy. In fact, tẹ́ bá rí bàbá Mohbad nsìn, àwọn girls gan wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà ni pé Anyway, nísìn bàbá Mohbad ti wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ mọ̀mí mi mo bóyá mọ̀mí ní ọkọ ńlé o but mi ò insinuate anything but mi mo bóyá ọ̀nà ọkọ ńlé but wọ́n ti wà níbẹ̀ ṣá wọ́n ti wà níbẹ̀ mọ́mí ti lọ gbé wọn nísìn ká wá go forward gbogbo èèyàn náà lọ sọ pé àwọn wà sorry fún bàbá Mohbad pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí èèyàn ṣiṣẹ́ kẹ́ni ẹlẹ́ni wá gbà ṣe èèyàn ṣe to understand but we knew right from the onset that the stepmother wasn't too good from the songs from Mohbad's old music shows that he had problem with his stepmom. He was not being treated well by anybody there to get stepmom. And bàbá no confirm nígbà tó sọ pé ìyàwó tó ń fẹ́ lẹ́yìn màmá Mohbad nígbà tí màmá Mohbad kó wọn sílẹ̀ tó lọ òun bá jà nítorí ọmọ òun gbogbo wa náà ti sọ pé wo bàbá story nìyẹn òun láti tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀ now tí wọ́n wá fẹ́ fàyọ ni pé bàbá ti wà nílé Mommy prophetess nísìn nítorí pé for easy accessibility for others to see him for good people to see him for all the people ẹ má lọ sọ pé ìyá nìkan lè máa lọ bá dárò ẹ̀yin Ìyábọ̀ Òjó gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà in charge though Ìyábọ̀ said she was communicating with the dad about the burial and everything so thank God but they want people to physically visit him and make the condolence there too not only in Mohbad's house where Mama is. According to the other pastor that was handling it, a man, they said they talked to Baba that kí wọ́n try láti bá wọn parí ẹ̀. Kí Baba lè padà kó lọ sí ilé Mohbad kó náà lọ dúró síbẹ̀. But wọ́n ní Baba ò gbà. Mi mọ̀ bóyá òótọ́ o, bóyá arọ́ ni o. But nísìn, wọ́n ti wà ní Ìkẹjà lọ́dọ̀ mọ́mí. Mọ́mí wá jáde láàárọ̀ yìí. Kí a tó gbọ́ investigation kìíní ni ó dà pé látàná lọ ti ṣe ṣá. Kí àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wá fún wa ní information about their investigation. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí mọ́mí sọ kí má òjò jù.
Bàbá yẹn wá sọ kókó fún mi ní àárọ̀ yìí. Okay, ìmọ́lẹ̀ wá bá mi lójú àlá mọ́júmọ́ lánàá lórí àwọn nǹkan kan tí mi ò ní sọ sí ìta ń bí tí mo ti ṣàlàyé fún bàbá ẹ̀. Bàbá yẹn bá tún fẹ́ bú sẹ́kù mo ní ẹ má wọrí Daddy. Mo nígbàgbọ́ pé Ọlọ́run máa ṣe dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀bẹ̀ kan tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín sà mo fi ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba bẹ̀ yín bó ṣe jẹ́ ń pé ìmọ́lẹ̀ náà ti ń wá ìrẹ́pọ̀ láàrin ẹ̀yin àti ìyá ẹ̀ kó tó kúrò láyé kó mi anything tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá mi ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ká fi ṣe ìrẹ́pọ̀ láàrin ẹ̀yin àti mọ́mì gbogbo àdìdì tó ránṣẹ́ jí ni wọ́n gbàdúrà àtúnfi sínú prayer Daddy fẹ́ ra àròkàn mọ́ ní ẹ má ra àròkàn ló máa ń másùn dá wá o mo ní àròkàn ló mú àsùn dá wá o mo nítorí tó bá bí ìyàwó yìí náà á rí ẹjọ́ ohun tó máa sọ kò wá sẹ́ni tó máa fún lọ́kọ́ tí ò ní ró ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n sí gbogbo aráyé ìpàtẹ kó lórí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ó jẹ ọmọ òdẹ ní kúrò lẹ́nu gbogbo yín àtẹ̀yìn àti ìyá àmọ́lẹ̀ ẹjọ́ máa jẹ wọn ọmọ kalẹ̀ ni ohun tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kí ìyá àmọ́lẹ̀ kó correct mistake it's not too late for her ibi tẹ́yìn náà bá dẹ̀ rí pé wrong sí yín wà àbámi ẹ correct ẹ kí inú ìmọ́lẹ̀ kó lè dùn kó lè sùn rí torí October yìí ni mo gbọ́ pé ìmọ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ tú ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ gbé níyàwó. Daddy wá ń ṣàlàyé àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan mo ní Daddy I don't wanna go deep kò sí ilé tí ò sí oníkálukú náà máa bi léèrè ní matrimonial home ẹ̀ tó máa rí wí kò sẹ́ni tó máa bi léèrè tí ò ní rí wí ẹjẹ́ àgbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ àná ká lè rí èèyàn bá ṣeré kí àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ jẹ kó má bàa kọjá yín. Àwọn lots of àwọn èèyàn ń pè ní àwọn need account Daddy àwọn fẹ́ ṣe kíní kan fún Daddy. Do you know what Daddy is after now? Ohun tí bàbá yẹn wà after nísìn ó ní mọ́mì ẹ ṣe ẹ kú àdúró tì mí nínú gbogbo àwọn aládùúrà mo fẹ́ lè lẹ́yìn ni mo rí ẹ ṣe mà lọ́rùn òjò àdúrà wọ́n ní tí ìlérí Olúwa ò bá wọ ilẹ̀ àwọn lè grant any interview pẹ̀lú anybody mọ́ ó dìgbà tó máa wọn bá wọlé iyì àwọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń ṣí sí àwọn nǹkan kan ni anybody má ti contribute owó kankan fún àwọn ṣòwò ikú làwọn ń gbà ní àbúwá ààyè ọmọ tó yẹ kí àwọn mú bàtà báyìí bàtà tí mo wò kúrẹ́ ó yà wọ̀ bọ̀ lójú ayé àwọn ó ń fún àwọn ní bàtà ó ń fún àwọn láṣọ àwọn appreciate yẹ ọmọ àwọn táwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ táwọn jọ ń jókòó compose orin ẹ̀kan kan ò ní jáde káwọn má mọ̀ sí tí orin bá máa jáde láti ṣékélé jáde ṣékélé ní kó jáde àwọn jọ compose kan àwọn ibì kan ó yọ wọ́n ṣàṣọ gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ní dáadé ẹ ṣáà ní sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ má dáa wọn ló dìgbà tí ọmọ yẹn bá wọ inú ilẹ̀ báyìí mọ́mí ẹ má fẹ́ anybody lákàntà wọn. Mọ́mí ẹ má fún anybody ní àkáǹtì àwọn ẹ má fún anybody ní nọ́mbà àwọn yes ibi tí dádì wà dádì ò mọ̀ pé apartment níbẹ̀ dádì ò mọ̀ pé à ń sanwó ibẹ̀ yẹn ní alálẹ̀ èmi náà ò fẹ́ kí dádì mọ̀ kí inú dádì kó lè máa dùn níwájú ọba kadikaula àfi tó bá jí prógráàmù ìgbọ́ níwájú ọba tí máa jí ìsúnmọ́jọ́ ìkẹyìn wọn mọ̀ pé service apartment làwọn wà ọ̀dọ̀ mi kọ́ ni wọ́n wà GRA lọ́dọ̀ mi ọ̀pẹ́ níbi tí àwọn wà mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kán mọ̀ mi ò ṣe nínira èmi àtàntí yẹn wà ní US tọ́ni mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ dárúkọ àwọn tí mi ò lè ní dárúkọ wọn. So ìyẹn dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pè mí àwọn kan pè mí níbo ni iye yín wà nígbà tí ìlérí Olúwa kú láti protest fún níbo ni iye yín wà bó mà ní bàbá tó fi sílẹ̀ ó yẹ ká bẹ̀ wò níbo ni ẹ̀mí tó ń lò yín tẹ́ fi sọ pé Olúwa wípé ṣé ó kú sí sáà àti àkókò yẹn ni láti má lè ní pé ẹ fẹ́ bẹ bàbá ẹ̀ wò àbí láti má lè sọ ń pé ẹjá dìde ká gbóhùn àdúrà sókè ìmọ́lẹ̀ wa tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí inú ayé mi ó connect ìmọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ iyè mi sọ síbẹ̀ mo gbéra mo ṣe báyìí ẹ wá ń pè mí ẹ wá ń sọ fún mi ń pé fi wọ́n lẹ̀ o jáwọ́ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ṣe kíní kan nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Mi ìfẹ́ fi bínú sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ má bínú mọ́mì, ẹ má bínú.
Ṣé báyìí mọye wòlíì ló wà nílùú Ìkòròdú yìí? Kò ní chọ́ọ̀chì tí mọ́lẹ̀ fún rẹ̀ ń lọ ni. Bàbá yẹn wá sọ kọ́kọ́ fún mi ní àárọ̀ yìí.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí? Fúrú àwa ta ti ń sọ pé like somebody, you know when I started I said mọ́mì ló lọ gbé pastor ṣe ti understand mọ́mì kẹ̀rẹ́ mi mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n wà married kọ́lọ̀ má gbà wá lẹ́nu èké ò ní pa mí o mọ́mì ní ọ̀hún gbé lọ́dọ̀ àwọn o fáwọn èké ìbídù wọ́n ní wọn ò sí lábẹ́ àwọn o wọ́n láwọn gba service apartment fún bàbá ni nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ mú jáde nínú eléyìí nísìn àti kódà pé mọ́mì náà àwọn èèyàn kan ti máa pè wọ́n ní cloud chaser wọ́n lè ti máa pè wọ́n ní ó fẹ́ gborúkọ ni ó fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan ní bí ò mọ̀ o ẹ dẹ̀ gbọ́ wọ́n ní àwọn kọ́ làwọn dá ṣe wọ́n láwọn àti àwọn kan làwọn jọ ṣe láti lè múnú bàbá yẹn dùn so gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ mo ní mi ò mọ̀ o àlẹ́ẹ̀jì ni o so now wọ́n lè ti máa ní problem case my hobby yọlá ní dààmú o nígbà tí a rí ìyàwó obìnrin wòlíì tó yẹ pé àwọn nìkan wọ́n dẹ̀ dá wà wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ gbé bàbá Mohbad àmúwò pé ó dáa bàbá ẹ̀yin nìkan pẹ̀lú wọn ẹ̀yin bàbá bó ṣe wá fáìn sí ni ẹ wo bàbá tó lọ dá gbé bàbá ti fáìn gan ẹ wo bàbá Mohbad mú wọn wá point bí mú ọmọ wọn ẹ rí ni àwọn àti Mohbad jọra wọn gan ẹ wo from here to here bó ṣe clean bàbá yẹn up yẹn ẹ̀rù wá bà mí pé àwọn ọmọ mi kẹrẹ àmọ́ bí wọ́n lọ́kọ àmà ní dààmú o ṣe mọ̀ nǹkan tèmi tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn o bọ̀tẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣàlàyé fún wa sí pé àwọn òun ṣe àwọn òlọ́kọ wípé sorry ẹ má bínú kò pé wọn òlọ́kọ o èèyàn lọ́ba ìgèkè pa mí àwọn sọ pé wọn ò sí lábẹ́ àwọn ò gbé wọn sábẹ́ o so kí ìyàwó tó wà nílé yẹn kó tún má lọ ṣe bí wèrè ṣe mọ̀ pé yẹn ó ní ṣe ní constant data wọn head.
and prophetess ní Ìkòròdú yìí àti káàkiri àgbáyé kó tó wá tọ ìmọ́lẹ̀ lémi lórí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ló lè connect ìmọ́lẹ̀ tọ́lá lè máa wo àwọn kan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ kí wọ́n jẹ́ òkùnkùn.
wọ́n ti ń jà pẹ̀lú àwọn tí
torí mo nígbàgbọ́ pé èmi kọ́ ni mò ń ṣe nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe.
Ọlọ́run
ìmọ́lẹ̀ ló ń connect ìmọ́lẹ̀ níwájú Ọlọ́run bá ti ènìyàn.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
nígbà tí mo débẹ̀.
Oh, the wife and the children are there.
Online ni mo wà.
Okay, that's good.
Mi ò ní lè sọ àwọn nǹkan mi. Bó mo rí pé àwọn ló nílé o kì í ṣe lé mi rent o ṣùgbọ́n k'Ọlọ́run kó túbọ̀ fún gbogbo wa ní agbára kó dẹ̀ túbọ̀ ṣe dáadáa fún gbogbo wa.
Àmín, àmín.
Ìjókòó tí mo bá wọn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dìgbà téèyàn bá yọ mi ní ojú.
Ọlọ́run ọba.
Kéèyàn tó wà nínú pain. Èèyàn lè má yọ mi lójú o kó wà nínú pain o. Ẹkún tó dẹ̀ burú jù láyé yìí ó ní ẹkún àsunsínú. Torí mo ti sọ àwọn ẹkún kan láàárọ̀ ìgbà téèyàn kan pósìtì bọ́dì ìmọ́lẹ̀. Torí tó bá yẹ pé Ọlọ́run fún mi ní àṣẹ ni wọ́n ṣe pósìtì bọ́dì yẹn pé ó yà ó dẹ̀ dìde.
Kò sẹ́ni náà.
Dìde kó máa bọ̀ nílé náà.
Everybody ló fìlẹ̀. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
Bọ́dì yẹn ó wà lórí TikTok. Ó sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹkún yẹn gan láàárọ̀ yìí. Mo kọ́kọ́ post ẹ̀ sórí status mi mo lọ delete ẹ̀ torí ọwọ́ mi lè lọ bà mí nífẹ̀ẹ́ máa rí. Ẹni tó kú tó ń glitter.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹni tó kú tí mò ń wò níwò pé omi. Mi bá ìmọ́lẹ̀ tán.
Most people feel the same way. A lot of people feel this way. It's sad. It's sad.
Ìmọ́lẹ̀ ò ní kúrò nínú ayé gbogbo wa.
Àmín o Jésù. Àmín, àmín, àmín.
Ó ṣáà mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run máa ṣe dáadáa. Mo rí bàbá yẹn mo ṣàdúrà fún ẹjọ́ fún 1 minute. Mo ṣáà ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́ sáíbà kọ̀ọ̀kan. Mo ṣe prayer yẹn pẹ̀lú wọn. Mo sọ fún wọn pé Ọlọ́run máa dúró tì yín. Nígbà tí mo wá kúrò ń bẹ̀rẹ̀, ohun tí Ọlọ́run rán mi láti ṣe tí mo lè ṣe, mo lè yá kọ́ mọ́sáré lọ bá mi ṣe. Àmọ́ ọkàn mi yìí wà lára wọn.
That was before she went to pick him up.
Nígbà tó tún wá di ijọ́ Sunday tó kọjá yìí. Táìmù tí mo lọ bẹ̀ ńjọ́ Sunday tó kọjá yìí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ní ayé ara mi ní ayé mi ìmọ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ń sọ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ní nǹkan ara ni. Mi rò pé mo máa lọ bẹ̀ time tí mo lọ bẹ̀. It was in the night, late in the night. Ọkàn àwọn balẹ̀ ẹ má bínú ẹjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ló ń kọ̀ sí. Má ṣàṣe prayer fún bá ní dádì ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. Ṣé a rí ibi tí wọ́n ń gbé yẹn? Ilé dáadáa nítorí pé kò sí kékeré ilé kò dẹ̀ sí kékeré landlord. Kódà kó jẹ́ half a plot, kódà kó jẹ́ pieces. Èèyàn fi kọ́ nǹkan kan nínú ayé landlord ló nítọ̀. Ilé dáadáa ni àmọ́ ibi tí wọ́n wà yẹn ibi tí ó easy fún dáadáa láti ṣẹlẹ̀ ni mi ò ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ wọ́n máa dá sọ ni nítorí pé ó wọnú àwọn ọmọ dáadáa wọ́n dẹ̀ pọ̀ ládùúgbò yẹn.
àwọn ọmọ dáadáa ó yé wa.
mo ní dádì mo ní kí ló dé tí ẹ lọ bá mọ́mì ní Lẹ́kì mo gbọ́ pé mọ́mì pè ní Lẹ́kì ẹ̀yin ni ẹ fẹ́ wá. wọ́n kó àwọn àlàyé tó pọ̀ wọ́n ṣe mi ò wá dúró nídúró kálàyé yẹn kó kàn mí nítorí pé ọ̀rọ̀ matrimonial home wọn ni and agbẹ́jọ́ ènìyàn kan dá
àgbà òṣìkà ni.
God
bless you.
That's number one. And number two, ẹ má bínú àríkọ́ọ̀sì kan ló wọlé. So nínú gbogbo òrírí tí gbogbo wa ń rí àfi ká bá fẹ́ dáná Ọlọ́run bora nìkan ló kù. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé mọ́mì nìkan ló wà ní Lẹ́kì, dádì nìkan ló wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn. A dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn àlejò tí wọ́n ń wá ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́mì ni wọ́n ń lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
A dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé nínú àwọn àlejò 2-3 tí wọ́n wá sí Ìkòròdú a rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn tí wọn ò jẹ́ kán fẹ́ ráyè jáde nínú Ìkòròdú èyí tó gbé mọ́tò wá ó gbọ́kọ̀ ojú omi lọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àwọn Akíntà Abíọ́lá àdúrà la fi sí ilé.
wọ́n ní dájú ẹ jẹ́ má bàa kàn wá kí àìmọye àwọn nǹkan mi kẹ́ because ìjókòó tí bàbá yẹn jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn I swear with my anointing news lè jáde kọ́ta bàbá yẹn give up tó dá mi lójú.
Torí ìrònú.
Ìyàwó wọn wà ńbẹ̀ tí wọ́n jọ ń gbé o ìyàwó tó bí ọmọ fún wọn ìyàwó kan wà ńbẹ̀ tó jọ ń gbé kì í ṣe step mother èyí tó lọ.
Kò ń ṣe yẹn èyí tó ṣapẹpẹ là ń sọ tí ò ń jẹ́ ká gbọ́rọ̀.
ọmọ sí ànẹ́sì ni.
ọmọ sí ànẹ́sì ni ok.
gbogbo wọn ṣàwàwọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ má bá ìwà dádì tẹ ẹ bá rí opportunity àti kọjá sí ìgboro ńkọ́ ó yìí sún mọ́tò sí náà Lẹ́kì díẹ̀ àwọn tó bá máa wá kí yín àwọn tó bá máa wò yín ètò fi ń ká gbọ́gbọ́ síbí kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ilé mi kọ́ ni wọ́n wà.
gbogbo wa náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ibi tí wọ́n wà apartment ni.
ẹ ṣe jàre.
níbi tí wọ́n wà an apartment tí wọ́n wà mi ì ní sọ fígò ẹ̀ nítorí tí bàbá yẹn fúnra ẹ̀ bá mọ fígò ẹ̀ ó lè
owó tẹ̀ ń san
ó lè má fẹ́ dúró bò lẹ́nu ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ti wà níbẹ̀
ẹ ti náwó gan.
àwọn gan dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àwọn ọmọ wọn gan wà níbẹ̀ báyìí pẹ̀lú wọn ìyàwó wọn pẹ̀lú ọmọ wọn gan wà níbẹ̀ báyìí pẹ̀lú wọn.
ok because tó kọ́kọ́ ń bà wá lẹ́rù ni
níbẹ̀ ni mo dẹ̀ ń provide tọ́lọ̀ bá ní kí n provide. àdéhùn tí mo lè ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn ni pé dáàdi ẹ kàn máa kọjá sí ìgboro fọ́sẹ̀ 2 ni kí atẹ́gùn tiẹ̀ ìfẹ́ sí yín kí fresh brain yín ètò fi ń ká gbogbo yìí kò sẹ́ni tó lè wọlé lọ bá wọn níbẹ̀ yìí who you be ní ìfẹ́ mọ security tó ní.
eré àwọn yìí.
ní ìfẹ́ mọ security tó ní níbi tí wọ́n wà yẹn. But the reason why I don't want to pronounce the figure of the apartment is that I am not here for any contribution.
Okay, ma. Okay.
Mi ní kéèyàn kankan wá dá owó kọ̀ọ̀kan padà fún mi. Àwa méjì la wà ní abẹ́ umbrella bí wọ́n ṣe wà níbẹ̀ yẹn.
That's good.
Àǹtí kejì Amẹ́ríkà ni wọ́n wà. France mi ni wọ́n, èmi ni mo mọ̀ wọ́n.
Okay.
Ohun tí agbára èmi àti wọ́n gbé lájọ ṣe.
Ní 2 weeks yẹn.
So wọ́n wà níbẹ̀ a ṣáà ń ṣe nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run rán wa a dẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní wà lack. Mo rí i pé irun orí wọn wà búṣì.
òun lè ṣe bá wọn gé. That's good. You are doing well.
Mo rí lùkù gbogbo lùkù wọn dà ká má fẹ̀rù sọ nǹkan tí ò dáa.
ìrònú ni.
Mo wá gbé ọmọ mi bàbá. Mo ní mi ò fẹ́ gbé wọn lọ sí bábí salon níta.
Pé kan ṣe ń lé.
Kọ́ má tún máa rí wọn máa rà sí wọn. Ó yá lọ sí inú apartment yẹn.
Kó lọ tọ́jú.
Lọ gẹrun fún dádì.
That's good.
Kò change look.
I'm fine.
And I will tell you the reason why I use that word of neglect. We want neglect one. And it's facts. See one bad neglect one. If you get the mafia, wow. Boja ìyàwó, boja àbúrò ìyàwó, boja ẹ̀gbọ́n, àbí anybody. Right, wọ́n lọ mú daddy kó níbi tí daddy wà. Àwọn nìkan ni wọ́n dá wà níbẹ̀, kò sí àlejò tó lè wà wá síbẹ̀. Mo forúkọ bí ènìyàn pàtàkì kan ní àṣírí. Tí wọ́n ń pe àwọn nínú àwọn lọ́yà. Pé àwọn fẹ́ wá rí àwọn. But suddenly, àwọn rí pé ìyàwó ọmọ àwọn ló lọ bá wọn wá rí àwọn. Wọ́n ní kò sẹ́ni tó lè wọ bíbá ìwá rí yín, daddy.
Nítorí eré àyẹn ni.
Àwọn ayé ò tí ì mọ̀nú bí ni tó bá mọ inú bíbá ẹ̀, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè wọnú bíbá ìwá rí yín.
Nítorí lọ́yà Fálànà ló máa jẹ́. Lọ́yà Fálànà ni ṣé wọ́n kó wọn lọ́yà wọn. Lọ́yà Fálànà.
Ní alẹ́ àná, mo yọjú síbẹ̀. Méèdì mi wà níbẹ̀ tó ń dáná fún wọn. Mo fìyẹn sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀ pé kó máa dá iná oúnjẹ fún wọn. Mo dẹ̀ mú kan nínú àwọn
Joya, she used to live in America.
Mo fi sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ sójà pé in case tí anybody tí wọ́n bá wá sí ibẹ̀ kó wò wọ́n dáadáa kí wọ́n tó wọlé síbẹ̀. I am not doing this to bring Baba Mohbad online for anybody to contribute anything for me. Ṣọlá àárín ajé ní mú ní pẹ̀kọ́rọ́. Mo yìí ń bọ̀ lórí àwọn tí mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Bàbá yẹn wá sọ nǹkan fún mi ní àárọ̀ yìí. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ wá bá mi lójú àlá mo ti.
A ti play yẹn fún yín níbi tí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ti lọ bá wọn, ẹ má bínú. Ṣé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wájú. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ lọ bá wọn.
Ṣé bá ìmọ̀ye wòlíì ló wà nílùú Ìkòròdú yìí?
Okay, bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà.
Kò ní chọ́ọ̀chì tí mọ́lẹ̀ fún rẹ̀ ń lọ ni.
Ìmọ́lẹ̀ lọ bá wọn.
Protest wo lẹ dìde tẹ protest? Ìjọ wo lẹ dìde ní mẹ́jọ mẹ́ta mẹ́rin márùn-ún pé ẹ lọ gbàdúrà. Èmi ò dédé ṣe nǹkan tí mi sí Ọlọ́run bá ṣe mi ò ní ṣe. Láti jẹ́ ká ti mú bàbá yẹn kó lé làwọn tí ò wá sílé ẹ̀. Lọ ti wá sílẹ̀ tó wá ń wòwò bí yóò wà níbẹ̀ àbí kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ẹ má bínú.
Tó wá ń wòwò bí yóò wà níbẹ̀ àbí kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n tún dé ọmọbìnrin kan ìyẹn tún ló ń wá stranded sádùúgbò òun fẹ́ san ilé wọn dilẹ̀ mọ́. Bàbá yẹn tún láti máa pe léńpé kan fún ọmọ yẹn 3,000 kó lọ wábi tó máa sùn kó má sùn sílé àwọn. Ntọ́lọ́run darí mi ni mò ń ṣe. Ohun tí Ọlọ́run darí èmi ni mò ń ṣe. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pè mí pé kí n má dá sí mi ò dá sẹ́nìtì. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ believe pé torí bàbá àmọ́lé wa sàkání mi ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀pọ̀ ẹ kì í ṣe Ọlọ́run ẹ má ẹ̀pọ̀ mi ra àkọ́kọ́ nígbà anybody.
Ìyá ó dà pa mọ́mí yìí náà máa wà controversial díẹ̀.
Mi ra àkọ́kọ́ ní ìgbà anybody mi ìdè lọ anybody lọ́wọ́ gbowó owó yìí dẹ̀kọ́ ni mo fi ń live di èmi.
Mi ìmọ̀ wọn.
Kẹ jáwọ́ nínú ẹ̀tanú torí àìmọye yìí mi ò ṣẹ̀yìn rí.
Ni wọ́n bá wí.
Kẹ má bá yàn bá mi jà kó má bá kọjú irú ìdà bẹ́ẹ̀ sáwọn tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín.
Ọ̀gá bóyá mọ́mí náà tó.
Wọ́n ṣe tèmi fún Ọlọ́run ni o.
Mọ́mí is fine.
Ọlọ́run ni mo ṣe tèmi fún o. Ní text anybody lẹ́yìn o.
Yeye ní sí
lágbájá mo kọ́bọ̀ wà lẹ́yìn toró lóore ìwúlò ṣe kàlù. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ rí gbogbo àwọn alàgbà yòókù nílẹ̀ náà.
Joya Jones, you said go deal.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ń pè wọ́n léèyàn mímọ́. Ó rí wọn kò dẹ̀ connect ìmọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ connect ó connect ìmọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ ni.
Bóyá wọ́n ń jà ó dà pé wọ́n ń bá èèyàn kan jà. Dà pé mọ́mí yìí
náà wà. Sinile mi is not in my house.
Okay. Ayo Jones.
Mi ò dẹ̀ dá sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀.
Èmi ò mọ ẹjẹ bá mi ẹjẹ kí n pa kíní yẹn
nígbà tí máa ṣe frame mi ò kọ unification mi ò dẹ̀ kọ̀ ní wà mímọ́.
Ẹ má bínú mo mọ̀ mọ́ delete ẹ ní.
Olólọ káwọn síta bí ọmọ.
Mo mọ̀ mọ́ delete ẹ ní Ayo Jones ẹjọ́.
Torí mi ò ṣe nǹkan burúkú.
Ìyẹn lé o. Àmà ní dààmú.
Only one stupid and nasty text téèyàn kọ́ lọ send. Nke wẹ́nà good message ti pọ̀ jù. Thank you, God bless, ó ti pọ̀ jù. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn tí apá náà ló ń de àwọn ẹ̀ tí ẹ sọ pé Ọlọ́run ṣe bàbá àmọ́lẹ̀ kúkú ní ìdíyàwó. Look at me very well, adé wà lórí mi o. Ṣe pé kò sí adé ní orí mi.
Èmi náà sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, Ọlọ́run yọ mí, ẹ má bínú mọ́ mi.
Lóòótọ́ ọba obìnrin ni mí.
Ọba obìnrin ni.
Mi ò ń ṣe oníranú mi ìdẹ́ ń ṣe onípalapala. Go and ask people that knows me very well.
Okay.
Mi ìdẹ̀ sínú àwọn ìyá àdúrà ẹgbẹ́gbò stout wa ẹgbẹ́gbò bí àwa. Ẹ má ń kára kẹ́ mú gèlè wá patíyá.
Ó dàpọ̀ wá interesting, èmi mọ̀ kó lé tó yìí. Èmi pé mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀. Èmi kò rí pé bàbá yẹn ti fáìn sí. Èmi wá wò pé prophetess wa yìí máa fáyìn gan o tó rí rétérété tí wọ́n clean ìbàjẹ́ mo lè pé rírí ẹ̀yìn náà máa clean nítorí tí ẹ̀wà ń wò nìyẹn wípé mà nílé iṣu o èyí tí bàbá wa lọ kó lọ síbẹ̀ èmi wàá mọ̀ pé wàhálà ti wà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn gan ti ń sọ wípé ó fẹ́ dó bàbá ni èmi ò mọ̀ prophetess bá bínú ó jẹ́ kéèyàn bínú lóòótọ́ èèyàn ṣoore tó yẹn èmi ò tiẹ̀ wá mọ̀ pé wọ́n kó ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ síbẹ̀ wàláì èmi rò pé mọ́mì nìkan ló dá but kọ́ ẹ pé wọn kó ìyàwó àti àwọn ọmọ lẹ́ẹ̀ ká ní mọ́mì ò tí ì máa rí ni anything can happen but àwọn sọ ń sìn wọ́n ní àwọn ládé lórí adé tó wà lórí mi ọba fújì ni mo jẹ mọ́mì ní àwọn ládé lórí wọn ní kẹjọ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ má fi ìlọ̀kulọ lọ àwọn ẹni tó ń kọ kinní yìí ayọ̀jọ́ sí ìfẹ́ wàhálà o me I don't know ṣé ti understand so wọ́n ti ń ta sí mọ́mì gan tó yẹ pé wọ́n ra ṣé ìgbà tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí sólẹ̀m náà fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n wọlé pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ tútù wọ́n sọ bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wá bá wọn ní ojú àlá bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ṣe jí àwọn tó sọ fún àwọn pé kí àwọn lọ parí ìjà dádì àti mọ́mì nǹkan kan tí mo kọ̀ọ̀kan mú dání nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí mọ́m sí sọ kò ju wípé ìmọ́lẹ̀ gan ti fẹ́ ṣe wedding fún ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ ní October yìí dó àti gbọ́ pé ó ti make attempt láti reconcile wọn so ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìyàwó mi ti wà nínú ilé ó lè má easy bó tí mọ́mì bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa ni wọ́n ní ó bá jí mi pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ ó ní mọ́mì prophetess ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi parí ìjà dádì àti mọ́mì bó ṣe kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pápá tó máa bínú sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí táwọn sọ ló Mákindé o àwa Àyíndélé àwùbá yín lé ọmọ yín làbá tó ń jójú yọbọ àtẹ́wọ́ lójú Àyíndé eyes kò ń gbà o àwọn èké Mákindé wọ́n wá lọ sọ pé bóyá mọ́mì fẹ́ dádì ni náà ṣe lọ gbé mọ́mì lọ́sẹ̀ gbé dádì kúrò ní Ìkòdù wọ́n wá gbé sábẹ́ àwọn mọ́mì ní ká jọ nítorí ọlá àwọn ò gbé dádì sábẹ́ o àwọn gba apartment fún wọn ni ibẹ̀ náà ti wá bínú ó yá mọ́mì ti wá sọ wọ́n láwọn ò sí nínú àwọn ìyá àdúrà tó ń mu stout ṣáwọn ìyá àdúrà kan wà tó ń mu stout ni ẹjọ́ mọ́mì ẹ̀ sọ fún wa àwọn ìyá àdúrà wo ló ń mu stout àwọn ìyá àdúrà wo ló ń gbé gúdà sábẹ́ aṣọ ẹ dárúkọ wọn torí gbogbo wọn bóyá wọ́n ń bínú yín ni ẹ mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ máa gba ògo yẹn nítorí ògo ni ẹ̀yin lè máa gba ògo yẹn nísìnyí pé ọ̀dọ̀ yín náà wá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ló ṣe ń dùn wọ́n meanwhile ó ní àwọn ìyá àdúrà tó ń bẹ̀yìn jà tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin náà ṣàlàyé fún wa ń sìn pé wọ́n máa ń gbé jíìnì àti ẹnẹsí sábẹ́ aṣọ ni ẹ dárúkọ wọn mọ́ mi.
mo yàtọ̀ gan ọlọ́tọ̀ ní tòun ọ̀tọ̀ mo yà ọ̀tọ̀ gidi gan
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Lady B
gidi gan
gẹ́gẹ́ bí o sì èmi mọ̀ báwọn kan rẹ̀ ẹ yàtọ̀ ẹ má bínú.
èèyàn kọ́ ló ń fẹ́ fún bàbá àmọ́lẹ̀ ní nǹkan pé kì í fóun ní nọ́mbà bàbá àmọ́lẹ̀ instruct mi pé kì í má fún anybody nọ́mbà ó ló dìgbà tí ọmọ òun bá wọ ilẹ̀
kí ni mo ṣe.
nígbà yẹn ohun tí Ọlọ́run bá fẹ́ ṣe fóun kọ́ Ọlọ́run kó ṣe fóun.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni Olúwa ṣeun gbára Ọlọ́run máa wọlé.
mi ì dá gúrùpù kan sílẹ̀ láti gba tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ nítorí bàbá ìmọ́lẹ̀. mi ì dá gúrùpù kan sílẹ̀ láti gba tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ nítorí bàbá ìmọ́lẹ̀.
ẹ fáìn ṣá wọn fáìn ẹ rí ni wọn fáìn.
èmi àti sísítà kan we are two behind it.
ló fáìn no tíjà bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ká parí.
we are just two.
she is beautiful.
nígbà tá à ń protest ẹ̀yin nínú àwọn èèyàn aládùúrà mo mọ tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ náà. ẹ̀ ń kà mí kàn on serious person wà láàyè Ọlọ́run mọ̀ mí jù yín lọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín Ọlọ́run ìpè májẹ̀mú ó mọ èmi ẹ̀rí tó sì ju ẹ̀yin lọ.
ok wọ́n ti ń jà tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn.
ó dẹ̀ ń communicate pẹ̀lú mi jù yín lọ.
àwọn ìyá àdúrà kan
torí tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ lajú sílẹ̀ fojú sí. Ọlọ́run ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀ wá láti wá rán èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa rán èèyàn sí èèyàn ni inú ayé lọ́lọ́run ń gbé àgọ̀ ló ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbójú sí sọ́mọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́run inú ayé ojú Ọlọ́run wà láàrin wa ìmú ẹ̀ wà láàrin wa torí ẹ̀yà ènìyàn lọ́lọ́run ọba.
àbí máa fọ́lọ̀ wọn sìn mí ìmọ̀ wọn tẹ́lẹ̀.
ẹ̀yà ènìyàn ni Ọlọ́run ọba.
mí ìmọ̀ wọn.
ẹ jọ nítorí títọ́ Ọlọ́run know what to say about me. mo máa ń ro tàwọn ọmọ tá a bí ni tí ò bá jẹ́ pé tàwọn ọmọ tá a bí tí n bá sọ àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ sínú ayé ẹlòmíì kó wẹ̀ nínú 100 àgbo àti 40 àgbo kí àwọn tó bí ẹ kí wọ́n jẹ́ babaláwo kí wọ́n jẹ́ onífá. Àwọn ọmọ máa ń ro tàwọn ọmọ pé ẹ má kó tiyín bá tàwọn ọmọ lọ́mọ.
Yes, ẹ má bínú.
Anything tó bá wùn yín kẹ́ pè mí, I don't care.
Ẹ má bínú.
Nígbà tí mo wà worried ti kọjá. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí Ọlọ́run ti fi yé mi pé òun lòun fi àwọn ẹ̀bùn lé mi ní ọwọ́ màmá Captain Abiodun Emmanuel ló ta mí lámì òróró. Nígbà tí ojú rú àwọn ìyá ni wọ́n lọ jù síbẹ̀. Mo ti ń dẹ́rìndínlógún láti ọmọ ọdún 5. Láti ọmọ ọdún 5 mo ti ń dẹ́rìndínlógún. Mo dẹ̀ ti ń kọ́ wàhálà Arabic Quran yẹn. Láti bí ọmọ ọdún 4 ni mo ti ń kọ́ tí mo dẹ̀ ti ń fèdè fọ̀.
Ẹ má jà.
Tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìpè mi kò dúró, tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́. Mi ò attach mọ́ anybody. Ọlọ́run ló dá mi, kì í ṣe èṣù ló dá mi. Mo dẹ̀ ti mọ ewé àti egbò láti ọmọdé. Lóòótọ́ la bí mi pẹ̀lú eyín òkè. Ọlọ́run ló mọ bó ṣe ṣẹ̀dá ayé mi. Know what to say about me, mi ìṣẹ́ tó ń bínú. Bí ò dẹ̀ gbégbèsè ayé alágbára rí láyé mi. Tọ́lọ́ gbogbo ló ní gbogbo agbára. Tí bá gbégbèsè ayé alágbára nǹkan á ti bàjẹ́.
Ẹ má jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́ mọ́ mi, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ ṣe àtẹ́kẹ́.
Jésù ló ní agbára àti ògo.
Ẹ má bínú mọ́ mi. Ń tẹ gbé dání ìgà, ẹ má bínú. Ti dádì ìmọ́lẹ̀ yìí, ẹ má bínú.
Torí Ọlọ́run ọba àwọn gangan ni alágbára tó ju ayé àti ọ̀run lọ. Bí ò bá ṣe Ọlọ́run ló lágbára. Àwọn wòlíì a máa sọ ìran míì tọ́lọ́run ní jẹ́ kó mú wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Ó dẹ̀ fi hàn wọn bọ̀ tó ń fi àjùlọ yé wọn ni.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
Ó ń fi àjùlọ yé wọn ni. Ẹ wá ń pera yín gbogbo èyí tẹ́ ẹ wà lókè tó yẹ kó máa wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá dáadáa àti ìyá dáadáa. Pé ẹ wà ara lé yín, ṣé àní yọkù nínú sí àní, ṣé òní ṣe kíní kan. Kò sí bàbá ńlá lápọ̀pọ̀rípọ̀ ìyá láyé tó lè bu aṣọ fún kó lọ́rùn mi.
Yéèpà, mọ́mì ti bínú tán.
Torí pure ajé olókun gidi ni mí.
Ajé olókun ni mọ́mì.
Gbọ̀mí ìfẹ́ láwọn parents mi ṣe mistake láti lẹ̀. Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ síbi tí wọ́n direct mi sí ni. Àfáà ń wọṣọ funfun, wòlíì ń wọ̀. Ẹlẹ́sìn kẹta náà
dẹ̀ ń wọ̀. Mọ́mì right.
Please. Oníkálukú ló mọ tó belong sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀yà tí oníkálukú bá wáyé. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ń ta ní ọmọ ni. Ó lè bóyá ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa ni. Ọwọ́ ń ta ní ọmọ ni. Àwọn careless ni. Wọ́n ṣe sọ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn nù. Ó yẹ kó mójútó kó káràmà sí.
Ẹ má bínú.
Mo ṣe sọ fún ìyá ẹ̀hún pé ẹ bù díẹ̀ kù mà.
Mọ́mì ẹ ní sùúrù, ṣé pé ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ ni mọ́mì? Torí kò yé mi, ó ṣe bí prophetess ni wọ́n. Wọ́n ní bóyá ìmọ́lẹ̀, bóyá group àwọn ni. Okay. So ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ ni okay. Tó wọ́n ṣàlàyé gan, wọ́n ní aláṣọ funfun. Àwọn olódò àbí nǹkankan. Okay. Bí a mọ́mì ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ ni wọ́n èmèrè ló máa jẹ́. Kí ló máa jẹ́ kó gbọ́? Mọ́mì ti.
Yes. Mo ì máa sọ pé kò sí ẹjọ́ náà fẹ́ràn láyé yẹ bù díẹ̀ kù. Ní ìdáyín lẹ́bi. Kódà kẹ máa páyà kọ́ ní kẹ máa rojọ́. Ní ti kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ bí tẹ́ bá nọ sẹ́yìn síta ọmọ mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú. Ta ní torí ọmọ torí bọ́ bí tí ò yẹ kó torí bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kó jọ ìyọ́lá pátápátá. Ẹ mọ yòókù tó fẹ́ tara ìmọ́lẹ̀ dìde. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ kútọ̀ yìí nìkan kọ́ ló àfẹ́ẹ̀tì. Àpẹẹrẹ pé kò ṣe ọmọ lásán pé ìmọ́lẹ̀ ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, gbogbo láti ẹ̀.
Alágbára méjì àlùjọ̀nú ọmọ ní kì í ṣe ọmọ lásán. Ó mi gbogbo ayé fìfìfì. Ó mi wọ́n kìjìkìjì. Kò sí létí òyà.
That's the truth, honestly. That's the truth.
Gbogbo ilé ló yà káàkiri àgbáyé.
You're right. Olórí àbẹ̀bí.
Gbogbo ilé ló yà. But
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
N tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
A lè dá Ọlọ́run lẹ́bi.
Àtọ̀ lápàdúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́run.
Èmi mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn ò kúkú ìṣíwọ́ ọṣẹ́. Torí 90 years of age ló yẹ kó ọmọ yẹn lò nínú ayé.
Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run ọba.
90 years. Ó dẹ̀ lò 27. Ìyókù ò ní waste.
Má gé àwọn ọmọ wa láyé kúrú lórúkọ Jésù.
Ìyókù kò ní waste.
Gbogbo ìdílé wa ò ní kò ní wọ́n mi.
Èèyàn kan pè ní ẹ má jẹ́ kó wá dáná sun church yín, ẹ jọ kí ni mo ṣe?
Kí náà ṣe?
Mo bá yín ṣe deal ní tọ́wẹ́ dáná sun church. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
Kí ló dé?
Àbíjọ́ tí mo ti ń ṣe program fún mọ́lẹ̀ mo bá yín sọ pé lágbájá ló pa tàmọ̀dù ló pa. Torí mi ò nígbàgbọ́ pé anybody lè pa anybody, Ọlọ́run ló lè pa ènìyàn.
Wọ́n fẹ́ jó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mọ́ mi. Ẹ má dàn rú ẹ̀ wò.
Ìjọ́ tí ti ṣe program mi, ẹ gbọ́ pé mo ní lágbájá ló pa tàmọ̀dù ló pa. Kí ló kàn mí? Ìtara wọn ló kàn mí. Abiyamọ ni mímì kì í ṣàbíara.
Mọ́mì, ẹ ní sùúrù náà, mọ́mì. Wa ní nọ́mbà àwọn, ẹ fún wa ní nọ́mbà àwọn tó láwọn fẹ́ jó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wọn. Ẹ kọ orúkọ wọn síta. Wọ́n fẹ́ jó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mọ́mì. Àjọkẹ́ máa wà dáràn lọ́wọ́ yín o lórí Facebook. kí mo ṣe fún yín tẹ́ bá tún flag ilé ẹ̀mí àti máa jà o flag show mi kí mo ṣe fún yín gan lórí Facebook ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o mọ́mì ẹ̀yin ẹ post number a máa drag àwọn tó fẹ́ ọ ṣe máa jó ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mọ́mì lórí oore pé mọ́mì lọ gba ìmọ́lẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀yin dárúkọ òun orí wọn ò láwọ̀.
tí òkú ò lè pa òkú.
Bọ́lá Adéníjì làwọn.
ìgbàgbọ́ mi ní pọ́lọ́hún nìkan ló lè pa ènìyàn. That is my belief.
Yes, mommy.
That was the reason why I bother not to talk about the other side.
Yes,
mommy.
It's here, Konyo.
Until spirit here come. Okay, ni àárọ̀ àná ṣe àárọ̀ àná la baro. Ìjọ mo sọ pé mo rí mọ́lẹ̀ nínú.
What to read?
Ìjẹta.
What to read?
Mo wà nínú mọ́tò, mo ń tòrògbé níwájú ọba Kabikaola. Mo dẹ̀ rí níbi tí mò ń sùn sí lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì gangan mo ń tòrògbé nínú òrùgbé yẹn. Ó dẹ̀ lie down síbẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí, ó ń gbọ̀n báyìí, ní tó tutù báyìí, ó dẹ̀ ń gbọ̀n báyìí.
Ẹ wò mọ́mì.
Ó wá mú bí aṣọ náà.
Lórúkọ Jésù, ìmọ́lẹ̀ má gbọ̀n mọ́. Olúwa ti tọ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó pa ẹ́, àti rí àwọn tó nǹkan tó fà á. Àti rí at least police ti ń bá wa ọ̀rá vùlẹ̀. Dó dé tó ń ṣe gbogbo Nàìjíríà. At least ẹ̀yin sọ ntẹ́yìn rí. Dé tó ń wò jẹ́ ká mọ̀. Dé tó ń ló yẹ kó ṣe investigation táwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe yẹn. Torí ó lọ bá dé tó ń just dé tó ń Ọ̀nàjọ́bí. Ó sọ fún dé tó ń. Ó name gbogbo àwọn tó pa á. Kò sọ fún dé tó ń gbà yẹn wípé injection ni o. Dé tó ń sọ pé ó name gbogbo àwọn tó pa òun. So dé tó ń ló ṣe Nigerians. Until tó bá jáde ó sọ pé ọlọ́pàá parọ́ ni injection kọ́ ló pa o. Nọ́ọ̀sì tó fún ní injection irọ́ ló pa o. Injection kọ́ ló pa o. Òun mọ̀ o. Now, mọ́mì ti wá yìí sìn. Wọ́n tún wá rí ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó tuntun mu. Kí ló máa fà? Nítorí pé wọn ò tí bò mọ́lẹ̀ ló máa jẹ́. Mọ́mì ẹ má worry. Wọn ò ní pẹ́ bò mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ ní rí mọ́. Ẹ má worry.
Góòsì yẹn lọ́dọ̀ wọ́n ń gbọ̀ báyìí mọ́ ni. Wọ́n lápẹẹrẹ pé ọmọ ìsádi Ọlọ́run lára mi rè. Mo ní kí ló tún fẹ́ rán mi tí mi ò tí ì ṣe.
Ó ti yé mi. Ó sádi Ọlọ́run lára wọn.
I'm not doing it for anybody to appreciate me.
No.
Kò sí àṣebí àṣepamọ́ ló wà. And I don't think I've come online and tell you that I want to help Baba Imole, you need to contribute. Kì í ṣe mi Ọlọ́run tó sin Àjọkẹ́.
Olóòkọ́ mi tẹ̀ ní àwọn Àjọkẹ́.
Ọlọ́run ní máa jẹ̀ wọ́n ọ̀run òjijì.
Wàláhì àwọn Àjọkẹ́ máa ń fine, honestly. Àwọn Àjọkẹ́ a máa ń fine. Ọmọ mi dẹ̀ ni wá. A máa ń fine. Àgbẹ̀ kí n tọrọ nǹkan. Onímájẹ̀mú ń bọ̀. Ṣẹ́rí mi kí n tọrọ nǹkan rí ń bí. Àfi kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ subscribe. Ẹ subscribe, ẹ tẹ subscription yẹn. Òun ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ green button yẹn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Èmi Àjọkẹ́, a kì í tọrọ owó. Má kàn bẹ̀ yín ni pé ẹ ra star fún mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ra star fún mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ bá mi subscribe. N ti máa bẹ̀ yín fún nìyẹn. A kì í tọrọ owó. No, never. Àjọkẹ́ don't do that. No, never. When we are not people like Auntie Kem that'll be saying, please, I'm doing investigative journalism and I need money to do that. You know, I need money and I need to do that. I can't just be doing this for fun. You know, it's not easy. It's expensive. It's expensive. Even in America and Canada and US. And then, me, I will say, please help me to buy my wigs. That's all. Apart from that, Mommy yìí ni mo jọ. Mommy má bínú.
Èèyàn kan wá fi kọ́mẹ̀ntì kan sílẹ̀. But ó lo picture tí mo respect gan.
Èyí máa ṣe o.
Nígbà tí Daddy Mọ́lẹ̀ sọ pé Mommy ẹ jọ̀ọ́ máa ẹ bá mi wá ọmọ tí wọ́n bí síta yẹn máa báwo la ṣe lè rí. Wọ́n lọ sórí orí kíní mo wá kọ síbẹ̀ pé ẹni tó lóun bímọ síta yẹn kó contact mi ò fi nọ́mbà síbẹ̀ ẹni yẹn kọ̀ kọ síbẹ̀ pé will you stop all this kíní kan but the picture tẹ́ni yẹn lò ó jẹ́ tí mo honour láyé àti ní ọ̀run
wàhálà wà
ó jẹ́ tí mo respect ó jẹ́ tí mi ò fẹ́ ṣẹ̀ picture ẹni yẹn ló lò mo wá wọnú inbox ẹni yẹn lọ mo wá ní darling sis how are you fine. Down, respond. Condolences, how are you? I saw your message. I don't know, maybe you have an advice for me.
ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń béèrè pé which baby? Another child. Mo èèyàn kan tó kígbe jáde pé Mohbad fún un ní pé wọ́n ti bímọ fún Mohbad. Èèyàn kan gbé oyún wá after tí Mohbad kú. Ní ìjọ́ tí Mohbad kú gangan, lèèyàn kan jáde pé òun bímọ fún Mohbad. Ọmọ yẹn ni mummy wá sọ pé daddy Mohbad wá pé àwọn wípé káwọn bá wọn ṣe announcement who born shy for my child. Ta ló bímọ fún ọmọ mi? Ẹjọ́ ọmọ mi pastor, ẹ bá mi wá ẹni tó lóun gbé ọmọ wá fún ọmọ mi. Ṣé mo pé ojú ọmọ ti ń pọ́n wá? A ti ń wo ọmọ ti pẹ́. Àdẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ọmọ nù. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi wá ẹni tó bí ọmọ fún ọmọ mi. Mọ́mì ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé daddy Mohbad ló wá béèrè. Remember, people have been clamoring, advocating for DNA test for the child by Wunmi. Baba too. Àwọn ti jáde, àwọn náà fóun tẹ̀ pé kán ṣe DNA test. So mọ́mì yìí wá tún wá confirm fún wa nísìn wípé bàbá ní káwọn lọ bá wọn ṣe announcement who born shy for my child. So àwọn wá gbé síta wípé ẹni tó bímọ fún Mohbad gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé Mohbad dó olóyún lóyún tí ìbímọ ẹ máa gbé bọ̀. Àwọn lọ ṣe announcement gẹ́gẹ́ bí olórí ẹbí bàbá no bẹ́ẹ̀ bí in-law no gẹ́gẹ́ bí prophetess wọn tó ti yé yín. Wọ́n ní but ẹni tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní ẹni tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wípé tó gẹ́ táwọn ọmọ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ mọ́ mi lọ.
Advise me, I will listen. Any your response gbogbo message yẹn.
Because àwọn èèyàn wà lọ bú mọ́ mi lórí line wọn pé you better stop all this rubbish you are doing. Àjọkẹ́, if I kick your mouth, what's wrong with you? How dare you asking for ta ló bímọ fún Mohbad tẹ́ ń wá kiri? Wọ́n wá bú mọ́ mi. Ó dùn prophetess pé wọ́n pè wọ́n ní alábòsí. Ó dùn wọ́n gan. Wọ́n náà wá lọ sí inbox. Bí pé kí n lọ sí inbox sí olórí Abẹ́bí sì kíní. Olórí Abẹ́bí, my sister, why are you laughing on my program? Take your time. Oh, Bola Adeniji or Folashade Salami. Why are you laughing on my program? Take your time. Ṣé mọ́mí ò right ni? Àwọn èèyàn ṣá ló bímọ fún Mohbad. Wọ́n ti pọ̀. Ó bá jẹ́ 20 ni. Davido gan, ẹ ṣá rí àǹtí kan láti Amẹ́ríkà tó lóun born again tó lóun lóyún. Ẹ ṣá rí bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí drag ìyàwó Mohbad. Okay, Iyọlá Abíọ́dún bí láìfẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe ignore to respond.